Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Trying to bang Captain America.
Oh.
Aren't we all?
American ass.
Good. Cool.
No.
No.
Almost. Almost.
Sounds
Not
early.
there quite yet.
Gotta get to my right page.
Give me a second.
Notes.
Did I make
I'm
any notes
trying to
from last
remember
time?
people.
I don't have
that
D&D
makes
Beyond
sense.
up. I don't.
Furiously scrolling through your backstory.
I mean, thankfully I had that list separate from all the descriptions of all the other people, and that's kind of where I'm focusing. Names,
Ooh,
yes.
But
I was making sense.
Oh yeah, because we're literally going to your home.
Well, I'm trying to like make it to where I'm not stumbling over like
Well,
other stuff
recap.
and
be
whatnot.
natural, yeah.
Last
Yeah.
time, fought water dudes and nearly died.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm also worried about that with your backstory. Because I have 6 backstories rattling around me, along with a billion other NPCs.
Oh no, not the harpies. The,
I'm just gonna leave it
The
right here.
I was gonna, yeah, don't.
which I totally forgot about.
What did you forget about?
But when we fought the elementals,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
because he was asking which one are the.
Well,
water
he brought up
dudes.
the ghost ship that I had totally forgot about, or whatever the.
Was it the captain or the pirate ship that we saw?
Oh yeah, Red
The
Tide. That's the
Yeah,
name
it
of
was
the
like-
crew.
The pirate ship Bloodwake.
Well,
It's not a,
come
The
on,
High Tide.
Bloodwake was the ship name.
Yeah, and they had a blue
they're not
sail.
all undead.
Did the
Yeah, so you're gonna tell me that?
Did the captain look all weird?
Tentacles on his face.
Yeah, probably a mind flayer.
I think we-
Terrible.
Just got really quiet or something. Like,
Oh, no,
all
we,
the
like,
lights are.
Or they have
put
Yeah.
the sail down.
Captain had
Yeah.
the sails brought down, all the lights put out.
Yeah, we just
And you
narrowly
ju-
missed
You
them.
rode the rest of the way to shore,
Fuck.
so as not to make yourselves too visible.
Yeah, that's definitely a shut the fuck up.
Went to start
So that was
trading
that
shop.
shit.
But
This
Captain's on
one's
his
a
ship.
mess.
It stays.
That's the
right
one.
there.
That's the one.
Experimenting with
They only
skills.
roam that area.
It's 2 days of bad weather.
Good to know.
2 extra days travel. Total 9 days.
Well, there's a dragon on the other
What
side.
are we going to do now?
Yeah, don't go over there.
Short
Oh,
camp.
okay.
Is there any way we can start flying places? Or griffins?
Oh,
and
I
things?
learned knots from the turtle.
You know?
I
Come on.
forgot about that.
What'd you learn?
Knots, apparently.
What?
She was Oh, practicing.
Learned
Oh.
knots from the turtle.
Yes. Yes.
What?
yes.
Turtle.
I know.
Total, yes.
Tortle. It was one of the crew. It was a Tortle.
Oh, yeah.
Turtle knots.
Sheldon, I think his name
It is now.
Yeah, I was wondering, did we ever ask any of the crew's names? Like,
No.
I don't remember that.
No,
Any of
I don't
them.
We don't
We're
connect. We're
He's
tight.
like, screw it.
We don't connect with nobody.
is. We're all friended
It's
up.
like, man, that's
Yeah.
just another. That's another name I gotta write down in my fucking notes. Like,
Be sad when they
I
do
don't
that.
even know you.
You knew the captain.
Cole.
That's about it.
My name's Cole. Subtle. Some
Cole
shit like that. That's what my writing tells me.
That's the boy.
Yeah.
The turtle?
No.
Oh.
He's the captain. Captain of the Pickle Rick.
The pickle Rick.
The turtle
Yeah.
Sheldon.
So that's what you guys
Oh yeah, we gotta keep an eye out for Gavin Red Shot.
Oh, yeah. Because I have to kill him.
Did you share the name with them?
Huh?
Did you share the name with them?
I did.
forget.
Excuse me, what's your name? Good, okay.
Yeah, because I totally.
What's his name?
I told him around the
Well, you told us all about your sword.
fire
Yeah, I remember you had like a.
when we were talking to the dragon. I think because I asked him if he knew about Gavin Red.
You were talking to a hat.
Yeah, I have notes literally right after the dragon of you
Or
talking
yeah,
about that. So.
the half elf
With metallic hair.
All right, y'all.
We assume it's
Now are we good?
We're ready.
Yeah.
We
Cool.
ready
Last time
in the
In the
toaster.
toaster.
in the toaster, you were traveling a lot. Over the course of your journey, you have fought some things: a dragon, some water elementals, some harpies. You had an encounter with Galaderos, who was a bit of a trickster. Enjoyed your company for a bit.
Cole Subtle. His name is Subtle. That's one. There we go.
He's laughing at his own notes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. So you hit Sartreuse, left your horses back at the
Lady, whatever her face's name, house.
Lunamaid Manor, the stables there. Got a ship on her dime that was going to take you down to the, I guess, north shore of the southern landmass, because that's not confusing to say. Fought harpies on the way. Saw in the distance a very large, dangerous ship that Cole told you a little bit about based on the flag you saw flying above it. And then, yeah, it was getting dark. You rode the rest of the way to shore so as to stay low key. And then you parted ways with the boat. If I remember correctly, you went a little bit.
I was like, oh shit, what's happening?
A little bit inward of the shore to set up camp, and you popped up the dome, and that is where we left off.
Thought the side of it was gonna be like, don't make it to shore.
So we resume on the morning of the. I have the 3rd. Is that right?
Yeah.
Your guess is a good mine. I haven't been keeping
Yeah,
track of
it was
it.
9 days.
I keep
We
track.
set sail
Like a nerd.
on the 19th.
Try to keep notes.
Yeah,
said
so
sail?
day 9 was when we saw those pirates. So yeah, it'd be the 3rd. Well, if it had been morning.
Y'all have been traveling a while.
I'm gonna keep track.
Weeks. All right. Who would like to roll for me?
What?
For more travel days.
Yep.
Who picked you?
I did.
Roll a d8. Someone.
You had it. I forgot
Who
about
does?
the beard.
Did you say I forgot you were weird?
No, about the beard.
No.
No one forgot.
5.
That's right.
5. Okay. You progress south, keeping the Shelfang Mountains at your right, and have a luckily uneventful day of travel. The weather is clear, nothing too crazy. A little sprinkling at one point in the afternoon, but
We're on foot, right?
yeah, you are apparently, yeah.
Okay. And we're like right about here.
So we just got dumped on like just some random
Oh, you-
shorefront.
Yeah, you were dropped here,
Like, well, I didn't know if
See
it was like by.
No, yeah.
and you're traveling that way.
Where are we going? What's the name of the place?
Probably because we didn't want to go to Mystrialis and have to travel
Well, you're
over the
going
mountains.
to the Brownbeard Plantation, which is not on it.
To somewhere in this vicinity. Maybe.
Dry estimated its rough location based on his
Landmarks.
path.
I feel like during the walking, we should refresh ourselves on what we're doing, which is what I'm getting. Then we're going to, like right now, like immediately, we're going to the plantation, right?
Right.
To save your people, or
Well, we
whatever.
gotta figure out
Figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
his little dreams
I
about.
don't remember. Yeah. How much of your? I don't remember how much detail you
Yeah,
shared.
have you told us about your dreams and everything?
Yes.
I don't think you'd get like descriptive, but I think you said you had visions of
Oh no, yeah. I'm
this
pretty
way.
sure that happened. Yeah.
So
Like in,
What's going on at the plantation that we have to go?
I've been having visions that I believe Bahamut has bestowed upon me, and it is all nightmarish. And
sounds
it
horrible.
seems like they're either being killed or being beaten to death by their
Which is also
slave
killed.
masters.
Your family or just other people you knew from there?
My family specifically, but I'm sure everyone. I just have a bad feeling about this.
Well, fuck.
So we will.
Now I have a bad feeling about this.
Bad feelings, all right.
This sounds terrible.
After that, did we have a reason for being on this continent?
We were going to the
The
Marriott.
mini peaks,
Well,
right?
I was going to say this mountain range looked like it has many
Right.
peaks.
There's many things that we are trying to figure out on this. So the plantation, see if we can find the many peaks, and then eventually getting around to them. Because
Who is
there.
where?
Potentially in Demario with the
That's why I ordered that
MPIs.
thing to ship there. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, why did I tell that guy to send me stuff into Marion? So I'm like, this is gonna be real awkward if we just don't.
Oh
go
yeah,
there.
what is he sending?
Like it's like a ring
yeah.
plus one AC.
Right,
It's gonna
okay.
be a while.
That was through the Iron Coast or whatever.
And I gotta find a lot more money for it. But
Right.
I just want to make sure we're at least going there.
Well, there were some
Gotta
pirates
find a
back
lot
there.
more
We're
money
gonna go
before we
kill
get
them and take their money.
Well, we can see if they're pirate.
We'll put a pin in that. But
I'm sure Olo can help with that.
I'm pretty sure we can figure out the plan between a few of our enterprising members too.
I mean, especially with all these mountains and woods, it feels like there's probably a lot of things that creatures and such that people are probably gonna have issues with.
Oh, yes. That's what I meant. We'll be Star Wars defenders of the people. Anyways,
All right.
sounds good. Glad we have that day talk about all this stuff all day.
Plans.
All day. Nothing.
So are we just mainly going there to see what is happening to make another plan when we get there for whatever's happening?
I believe the angle was in his visions he feels his family's in danger, so we're probably on some sort of a
Rescue mission.
rescue mission type thing.
Okay.
Or at least
That
some
is
sort of
what I-
peacekeeping venture.
Maybe free another plantation. Do good.
Indeed.
Good. We do good.
You know what I bet that plantation owner has? Money.
Oh,
Slaves.
yes.
A lot of it.
Although, you
Trying to find the
know,
vault.
freeing another plantation, it would be an awful long journey for them to get all the way up to Carrick.
Freedom isn't free.
Wasn't there
This-
an
this
island to the south
can
or
buy
something?
shoes.
Probably be a bad.
There was the, what was it, the Garen Islands or something like that we heard about, but we haven't heard for sure.
There was some island.
The Jaren
yes.
Isles.
Jaren Isles.
Yeah,
That
those are
is-
farther south,
Yeah.
right past this
Mhm.
continent.
Yeah, it's a whole other
Island.
continent.
Is it far, far away? Do we know? Or is it like? Is it just below?
Or is it, like,
us?
far
Far enough for a
Roll
bonus.
Far, far.
Yeah, it's
Roll
Or is it like
history
far, far, far?
Roll history check.
solid.
Two.
check.
It's
You're
so
not sure.
far.
Dragonborn, I've never even heard. So, how far do you think it is to your house?
Do you know how many
I'm
days
guessing two days?
walk
Is
you,
that-
or which way did you take?
I don't know. From Sartreuse
The other-
to
I believe it's just down this route.
this was like 5 days.
Did you
So
come?
yeah, maybe.
Farther than the road?
Did you come by ship as well, or
I
did
don't
you
really.
walk?
Yeah, how did you get? How did you get up to lower that?
I thought he didn't remember.
I traveled.
My feet.
He was
I
guessing,
swam.
guessing
I
about
swam
2
the
days.
ocean.
See his tail?
You said you swam. I mean, you did. Looked like you were swimming pretty good when you were attacking those harpies, but it's a long
I'm
way.
no stranger to water. But I do believe it is just down this river.
No stranger to water. Did you grow up around it?
Well, the plantation
Potentially
is
around
just
that
down
lake.
this river. Is that where it is?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
I forgot that was
it's
a
right at the
river.
lake. It's supposed to be like right up here. It's a little north.
Where are you pointing?
Yeah, but it could be.
Isn't it north of the lake and then a little bit west?
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's like
But I don't know how many miles.
it's up against the
a
base
mile
of
is
the.
between.
You can't
day.
count anyways.
Say
it's
10
fine.
days.
I
Say
know.
100 days, March.
What kind of plantation was
Said I
this?
couldn't read.
Was it
My allergies.
It's up
Look
at
at all of
you.
these.
You would know it's up against like the base of the mountain range, like some of the higher foothills, kind of nestled in there, and the mine actually like digs into the.
So was it mining work then that you guys were doing down there?
There was all sorts of work, but the women worked in the fields and the men worked in the mines under the dwarven slave masters. But a dwarf also set me free, so I hold no ill will to that race.
Do you understand?
Well, if you
And
were,
as far as I know, that the master of the house was always a fair man. He was never like what I've seen in my dreams
This was bronze.
or visions, whatever.
Right.
Yes, Magni.
well, I think we should get started.
And we continue to waltz.
A tune.
Yeah, some polka.
Oh, the Jugglebug, the elephant song. Remember that? That's why I play the loop.
He just plays it on a loop all day.
On loop. On loop, on loop.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if I said this already or not, but just so we're good because I don't remember last session. I have my band of projected thought, and I'm going to set it to 12, so we may talk.
Can I
So
talk
I'll
to you
get
too,
more
or
than
you can
30.
only talk to me?
Where can choose a creature they see within 30 feet, which they will be telepathically communicated. Where will be able to communicate with the chosen creature from any distance without limit, providing they are both in the same plane. I think I can just talk to you.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But we also have tablets that you write me a note.
That's true.
A lot easier to say like chapel pouch.
We should make a code word.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Ouch.
Perfect.
Just phrasing it as a word.
Guys, that's the one.
They
Yes.
won't know what pouch.
Oh no. I might have found it.
Just be like, ouch.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Good job.
So the day goes without incident. Besides that awful joke. And I assume
Oh,
you set up
shit.
camp
Yeah.
at some point.
No. What's the terrain like?
Through the
Pretty like temperate. You're at the hugging like the base of the mountain range on your right. So you got some kind of like low fit hills, some wooded areas, some open field, that kind of thing.
No road, right? Or just
Not today. Not today. You will eventually hit road.
Oh,
Looking at the map there.
we stop rations.
just check.
Yes.
I hope so.
We had 9 days of travel. Now 10, right?
This is the
Counting.
10th day,
This is the
yes.
10th day.
I'm starting. This is day 1 in my notes for land travel. Yeah, we had 9 days of ship travel.
I'm just
All
going
right.
to keep her.
So, hit dark, find a good spot, dome it up, sleep.
Pretty much.
Keep and watch. Just in case.
Okay.
We've been in.
I'm inside the bubble.
We can see out it, right?
Day 2. Who would like to roll a D8?
I don't like that. 6.
Well, all right. Roll
Uh-oh.
A death saving throw.
a D4.
A 1.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Start trying to figure out the system.
Roll 4d6, drop the lowest. Do that 6 times.
This is your new character.
Remember Marco? He's back. Here's your sheet.
That's funny.
So are we going in like guns blazing?
I don't know.
I think it's your decision.
Sounds like we need
I
to
was
do a little
thinking-
scouting first.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah,
Maybe we act like we're in
Maybe-
the market.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like 2 people go up. Not me.
Oh, does
Yeah, I
our
was gonna say
fancy lord
you,
and lady characters
maybe
come
Fowler.
back?
Oh shit! You do go up.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
What was their fucking name?
Hold on, I have it wrote down.
I think
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
Vanderbilt.
We named that episode the Vanderbilt Conspiracy or something. I was like, that's fucking great. Yeah.
Yes, that'd be amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So you
great.
two,
Do
yeah,
I speak Dwarf? I do speak Dwarvish, so we are good.
and just kind of, I don't know, see if you.
You have a southern accent.
I don't, so this will be great. I'll just be like,
Pretend like like they're in mine, so maybe you're a customer for that too, or something. Those
Gotta
like
get the lady a
slaves.
nice fucking gemstone.
Yeah, or something. And then, yeah, see
Maybe I'll buy
how
a slave.
shit.
For like $800. I have $800.
See how like shit is there.
This
and
is
it's
scary.
terrible.
I was gonna say Greg, and I stopped myself. Well, no.
That's
This is
fine.
Greg. Well, maybe
That's
too soon.
I think their names are my missing notebook, but I think Vanderbilt is correct. Still don't know where that notebook is.
My first name
The
So
was
recon,
notes.
and then
What
Yeah.
would it be?
My whole like little purple notebook.
we could
is
even do
gone.
night recon with those 2,
Perfect.
and then maybe go guns blazing at some point. But instead of like I think trying to free everyone, I think it might just be better to just leave them where they are, and or defend them or attack everyone else.
Like uproot the establishment.
Kind of, yeah, like take the fuck over.
So just go and
Or
murder it.
plans.
Or plans.
Or, better plans.
We'll find out once we get there.
Yeah.
But I agree we should probably do
So would
it.
you want
Slowly
them
at
to
first.
Yes.
like put like your family or one of the dragonborns that are currently slaves kind of in charge of the enterprise, and so they're no longer slaves and they're actually working for money?
Yeah, I don't.
Is that what you're trying to do? Because you said you don't want them to be moved.
They might have to leave this place.
Oh, I'm pretty
Okay.
fucking
After-
sure they're gonna have to leave.
Okay.
After
No, the slaves took over. They own it. That's what it is. They would have ended
Fine.
slavery years ago.
Hmm.
Are they paying taxes? Leave them be. Leave them fucking be.
Okay, so what's attacking us
So,
while we're talking?
Roll initiative.
Settle.
Now the dragon pounds.
so as the day goes on, the green gets more lush. You do eventually hit the road.
Well, he's got to put the battle map on.
Yeah. Paying the
The road.
So you're following the road.
Yes.
Fairly uneventful for the first 4 or 5 hours of the day. You do struggle with your dice. You do see in the distance, eventually, a pretty dilapidated looking ruin. It looks like maybe the leftovers of some like form of guard or watchtower or something. There's like 2 short tower guys, right, connected by a stretch of like fucked up wall. One of the towers looks mostly intact. Some broken bits of rubble and things. The other on the other side is pretty fucked. Barely more than a half circle still standing. The rest of it kind of all looks like collapsed in on one side.
Do you recognize this?
I didn't really like.
Yeah, you would have seen it on your way up.
Yes. I don't know, because I just, in my backstory, I just said, I went to guard. Like, I left. I went on the road. And describe further.
You should have described for me. How do
So, as you're approaching, who's
What's the marching order?
I'm in the
Who's
middle.
perceptive? Not me.
Well, I'm assuming we see this from a little bit of a distance.
yeah,
Walking into it, yes.
yeah.
And it looks unusual, different.
I suppose.
And it looks deserted from
Looks
what we
like
can
a-
tell.
I would be like,
So you're
Oh.
as you're like approaching down the road, right? You see like fucked up tower, kind of fucked up end of wall building up into more solid wall, and then decent kind of held together tower, right? So you don't see like what's on the other side of that
sure.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a gate over the road.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's just like on the side of the road. This
Oh,
like,
this is next to the
ruin,
road.
yeah.
Okay.
Kabuto, where's your friend?
Who?
Yo, you're a
The
little,
little red
you're a little
jackass.
enemy.
You said friend.
What was his name again?
Are we not?
Soul.
So
We're not
Oh,
friends?
you named it.
I thought I did good.
You did. I'm just giving you shit.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah, I figured you appreciate it.
He gets me.
Do you mind going ahead and letting us know what you see?
Yeah, all right. So you feel his clawed feet kind of lift off your shoulders. It just like catches just the tiniest bit, kind of pulls it.
You're already down. I already marked him down.
No, you got your hip points.
Yeah.
Flies over. I guess, are you what is this? Do you have to like be focusing to see what he sees? To like
You can see what he sees.
feel his senses or whatever?
I don't think I can see what he sees with this guy, right?
How do I not know what's
I
I
think
think
he just like went over
That
there
would be
and
with
saw
like
stuff, came back
if I
and told
find
us
familiar, but I don't think so.
that you're trying to get me attention?
I think you were using your other thing. to
Or
be
wait,
able to
I think you
communicate
said
with
I
him.
could like get mental flashes of it.
Yeah, it's something like that. Hang on.
He can
All the other
polymorph.
ones.
Sense what the
Oh.
imp senses.
No, they are.
As long as you are
He has
within-
invisible, sustained magic resistance, double sight.
There's only
one
4
more.
of me.
The party's together.
It's an interesting word.
Well, I don't know if that's a marching order
I
necessarily.
think
but-
so.
I mean, sight is a
I'm
sense,
good
with
right?
What's good
Yeah.
now?
I'm good with it.
I mean, I figured
It
you'd be
is
leading the
one
way,
of
you
the
know,
senses.
where you're
Yes.
going.
Well, that's kind of why.
Yeah, I think the imp is like a little more dope than Find Familiar,
Okay.
but at the cost of
2
it,
hit.
it has 10 hit points, and if it dies, it's kind of gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe. Maybe he comes back from hell.
Mhm.
Maybe
Summon him
he's
again.
there when you go down. That'd be
Find yourself a warlock.
So
He tortures you.
he goes and kind of alights on the sort of more broken of the two towers and relaying information. You guys, how far away are you?
Say what?
100 feet or so.
100 feet,
Yeah, so I was thinking.
So now that you've kind of quieted down too, and you're just sort of waiting to hear back, you're hearing. Regina, your passive perception is 14, and I think you're the highest, right? You hear like a little bit of. It almost sounds like a light like clattering. Sounds like metal on metal.
I recognize
Not
it.
overly loud, but like that, and like some shifting.
Is it a pattern? Like somebody's working, like hammering or working or something
Yeah,
like that? Or is it?
It doesn't seem.
Is it like
Okay.
more of like a fighting pattern?
No, it's not that loud.
Okay.
But as the imp lights on the wall, he transmits to you. There are 2 trolls kind of sat down around a low burning campfire. The clattering as they're like fucking with like human sized like pots and pans, like trying to figure out how to cook something. You see one like he's got these like long gangly arms and legs. He's sitting on his butt, so it's like his knees are up in the air pretty much up to his like middle of his face level. He reaches back, pulls off his little belt like a human head and puts it in the pot, which is literally just sitting on the fire, like not above it or anything. He just kind of
So they're cooking.
So I relay that to you guys.
Ambush.
2 trolls up there. Yes.
Oh, we could English.
Very good.
Yeah.
Or we could go around them. Depends. I
Mm.
think it's worth it.
Oh, it's definitely not worth it. What a troll's that?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Looks like they're hurting people.
True.
And we're the good guys.
Are
As
we?
much as it pains us to say it, we are the good guys.
So like where they're at, like the walls in the tower, like they're inside of it. So if we would pass it, they
Actually-
wouldn't see us, right?
now that your imp is over there, you can kind of get a better look.
Yes.
So
So this is the road.
That's probably.
It's exactly where they will see us if we go down the road.
Yeah. So we might as well knock them out, get them experience points, move up levels. You know, that's what we do.
Pretty much.
Plus, their dead people might have bones.
up to you, right? But I guess that's
That's where the fire's at.
campfire.
Someone might have a bounty on these trolls.
So they're kind of
So they're not.
chilling around now.
They're not
We're like
in the
witchers. We just kill
towers.
monsters.
Yeah.
They're like in
I'm on the
the
last book and I'm very
recess
sad
back
right
there. So if you were to continue along the road, like you guys are back this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you were to continue along, then you would hit line of sight.
Okay, so from where we see, we just see this side.
Correct. Yeah.
How tall are the towers?
In the wall.
In the wall.
Yeah, the wall is probably like 15 to 20 foot range. Towers maybe another 5 or 10 feet.
We can use some ropes to hoist us over there, or we can come around both sides and. I don't know how many.
What is going on over here? Is that just a full wall all the way down? I can't see.
The like the outer portion, yeah, but like the
And then there's stairs right there, and it looks like
there's
a-
some fucked stairs, which based on what you're seeing, maybe you could get up. It looks a little iffy down there towards the bottom, especially. But there's a walkway along the wall up there that only goes so far before it seems to have crumbled and all but disappeared by it now.
Jiraiya, can you still do the silence thing?
Could make it dark around them.
I want to make it very bright around them. A few times.
Don't.
firewalls.
I could try blindness and deafness.
So what are we doing?
I think we're taking care of these. I think you're right.
Yes, I agree.
All right.
Protecting
You don't
I
have
see.
to.
potential civilians.
We're the good guys. Of course we are. All right,
I
so
say whoever wants to.
on the two big ones, just head around, and we'll see if the rest of us can get up on that tower. And
That's exactly
I-
what I was thinking.
Yeah, perhaps we could distract them.
Oh, what if we just kite him the whole time? Out of range, and you guys are just.
I mean, I like your idea.
How tall are the trees?
That'd be amazing.
Pretty tall.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
Like 20 feet tall?
No, like
Nasty.
12, 13. So the tall gangly one is probably like 12, 13 feet tall. The other one is actually like much furrier. He looks like kind of similar in body structure, but like a little more like stocky, stout, and furry, which is a little strange. But it's probably like 10, but thicker.
Okay.
All right.
How are we get up the walls onto the tower?
I will drink my potion of flight. So I have 10 feet for a minute. And I go, whee!
You have rope, right?
Yes.
Alright, throw that river.
Yes.
Boo.
Boo.
And I'll watch you climb, you peasants.
I can probably just pull you up. So hold on, buddy.
I did.
You're only 40
I
pounds.
was like, no, I don't. It's true. And then, I'll tie it off to whatever I can that looks sturdy.
So you just went up to the wall?
Well, no,
Oh,
we're talking
we're
about right
talking.
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just talking about right now.
But, that's that.
Okay, I think that's a viable idea.
Did you still want us, the other two, to come around this way so they're not looking at you? Or are we all
Absolutely.
going to go over
Oh,
the
yeah,
wall?
surprise.
Do you guys have jabs?
Surprise her. I do.
I have a bow.
Yes, that's up to you. I think it would be good for you guys to be down because then otherwise they're just going to climb the tower and then
Right.
what was the point of being in the tower?
All right.
Okay, so we'll start walking around
Wait,
this other way.
let's how about we'll give you a signal. I'll change my what's it called? Projected thought band to Gilpin. So I can let you know. I'll give you a signal quietly when we're in place.
All right.
Why don't we let's start creeping?
Maybe wait for us to get up, all of us to get on top of the tower before you guys come.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
We could just fly to the tower now. Do something.
And he's gonna go us the rope and we're gonna climb, but yeah. I just figure it's better for us to all be in place
Oh,
before
for
you
sure.
guys try to sneak around.
We'll wait till we are.
I'm not in heavy armor. I can be sneak.
We'll see.
Maybe me. I have plus to sneak.
All right. So let's get some stealth checks.
We just talking all this shit about sneaking.
Sneaky as fuck.
And I get advantage because of the cloak.
Lucky feet.
You give me the club.
And mine's better now because of
Bullshit,
my
lucky feet. Oh,
my
jeez.
tiger.
16. Still.
It's not bad.
Feel good? 6.
15.
Wait,
14.
15 and 16. 16. Good as
23.
Okay. So Thal drinks the potion, starts to float up towards the top of the wall. You can see he's being very ginger, trying not to cause a ruckus. Floating through the air generally makes that easy. He kind of like brings his body in close together so he can stay kind of low as he goes over the little dilapidated buttress to the other side. And just as he does, he kind of clips the top of it with his foot. And you hear it as he knocks a rock over on the other side. Luckily, the group stealth check saved you. So he, just
Damn
as
right.
that happens, you hear the noise. You see him be like, "Fuck," and immediately like drop over the other side. You kind of hug up against, staying low to the ground and up against the far end of the wall. You kind of hear coming like in the wall's direction.
Oh shit. We should probably get
You
this
hear
wall.
from the wall top like,
Got the big noses.
Can I do something? What am I?
you can't.
He walked away.
Oh,
He started to walk away.
Like walk away from here? Like go this way?
No, to go.
He like
came
walked towards
back.
the
Yeah,
wall,
He came over to
like
there.
where he heard the noise.
2 seconds. We should be good.
So he's all.
I saw him. He's smelling me. I will use my magical tinkering, pull out a ball bearing, and emit. I don't know what kind of odor. Well, I guess just my odor. It doesn't matter. And I'll try to chuck it as far this way as I can.
All right. Roll. Are you proficient with thrown weapons?
Fuck me.
Is it a weapon?
No, I'm just trying to.
Simple weapons? And that's it.
That's cool. We'll say make a strength check.
8.
So it's a very tiny ball bearing. Not a whole lot of weight to it, and you kind of like underestimate like how much you really need to put into it. So you give it a little toss. It goes just kind of just shy of the campfire, but he kind of. Starts to walk away. Just hear him shuffling around in the
Is there a rope
and
yet?
stuff.
Get up. Yeah, I'll tie the rope.
Oh, do we have no music?
Shit.
I just realized there's been no music.
It's that tense.
Yeah.
You hear a pin drop.
Yeah, we're stealthing, dude. I don't
Yeah.
listen to music when we stealth.
My whole thing's thrown off because I had to go build a map.
Stealth.
Very good. Okay.
Nice.
Very good.
Stealth.
You would never know.
It's so hidden.
Just walking to work like that. It's my morning coffee. All right, so he ties off the rope, drops it over the ledge.
I was about to say, I'm gonna sneakily go up.
I'm going to follow her up for non-perverse reasons.
Yes.
I didn't think there was any.
Well, she's wearing a dress.
And I'm like, but now I am.
Nuh-uh, I have regular clothes. I bought some like pants and to change after
This is
my
a
friend
very
visited
minor
me the
detail.
first time. No, I'm letting you know.
Are they purple?
No, they're not. I did not make them purple that time. It's hide.
Just trying to lay low.
And I have milk braids now instead of like one big braid. Milk braids. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to
I
pay
look like a
attention.
farmer.
Jeez. How do you not know what I look like? I'm
It's not your
Day 2 of Lent.
Damn.
I bet she remembers all 12 of your disguises.
Your dresses, your hats, your
6 of our dresses.
Yeah.
Sure did. It's true.
All right,
Sure.
those of you climbing the rope, let me get some strength checks. Or athletics, rather.
Like I'm telling me, you should just pull Philip up. Don't make that little dude climb.
6, 15.
Oh, never mind. You got it all.
14.
12.
12. Okay. Without issue, you all slowly and stealthily make your way up the rope to the top of the wall. You get up there, you find Thal kind of huddled low and against the far side, so you kind of follow his lead, get over. You're all up there.
Excellent.
You ready?
You get in position.
We're waiting.
Where do you guys want to be?
All these fucking birds.
Wait, we didn't talk about.
I'm going to be
Well, I was going to give Gilvin a signal with my projected thought band for you guys to go around. We're going to fire on them.
We're gonna light him the fuck up.
Yeah, we are.
Light 'em
So
up.
we're just throwing some like hand axes and javelins and shit. Like, hey, motherfuckers!
Well, you guys are on the
I
ground too.
have a
So
short
you
bow.
can. Yeah. And you guys can
I
run.
want to try something a little new as a bonus action.
No new stuff, sorry.
Yeah, we're using this.
Fireball.
No. I would like to summon my hellhound.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah, and have it.
The fuck?
Yeah, this is why I've been waiting for this level. Why?
How what's the
Jesus.
size of that creature?
Medium, direwolf statistics.
Yeah.
Damn. That is
Viral statistics and a medium creature?
Mm-hmm.
He's a big boy.
It's like ghost, but darker.
It's a really strong.
Well, right now I have a cute little dog.
Is it Battle's dog?
Yeah. I got one.
Do you have a hellhound?
I think we might have a little wolf.
Where are you?
I think it's in. I think I have a wolf.
Yes. It's a big ass wolf too. Oh.
There we go.
Alright.
Okay.
don't want the dog?
Use this
No
one.
cute little puppy.
Size wise, that was actually probably
I know,
close to
right?
what it should be.
An unoccupied space of your choice within 30 feet of the target.
Does
Of
that
the
sit in a
target.
5-foot square? Is my other question. Or is it gonna
It'll
be
sit
too
in
big on the map?
Got it. So cute. Within 30, yeah. So like, is that like some like trees? Like I kind of want him to be kind of like hiding in some sort of shadows because
it's all pretty open.
open.
I mean, that's like there's a big tree trunk there.
That's not.
Isn't this broken stuff over here? Like that's a floor below. Right, 'cause this is the pathway, and then that's all broken. So he could. There's like some rubble over there that maybe.
Yeah.
Does she have
Or in that tower.
Yeah, we're in the tower. If you don't have to
The other
see,
tower.
but-
Or is
yeah,
actually
probably.
you can see.
Target one creature you can see within 120 feet. The where you see the 30-foot ship. The hound appears on unoccupied space of your choice within 30 feet of the target. So it has to be able to see the target, but doesn't say anything about seeing where it puts it.
Does it say that it like immediately attacks them or anything like that?
It can make opportunity attacks, but only against
Roll initiative for the hound.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So it has its own initiative.
Just follows commands. I assume.
It kind of like stalks it, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it has to be within 30 feet of the target.
Yeah. So, what is like over here? Are those like stairs?
These are stairs.
Yeah.
They're
So
broken, but
stairs.
30. So I guess like,
One right here.
but back one, up one, like right in. You were just there. Over, down.
West, east, west, west.
Take it back now, y'all.
So
Bow, bow.
if we get their attention without it being like sneaking and like throwing, not just like running out and attacking them, you know what I mean? Is that really a surprise round or like what are we trying
What's
to
your
go
roll?
for? I don't know how
5
surprise rounds go.
What are you rolling?
is initiative.
I don't want to ruin it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think we're just gonna walk while they start making attacks.
So
Like once we get around the edge.
you guys get to the top of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Eye contact on the tower, people.
Regina.
Yeah.
Are you just doing that or are you holding that?
I'll hold it whenever they do their initial blast, and then the
That
hellhound.
changes things.
That's what I was gonna say.
That was
Like,
kind of what I'm like.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I wanted to do, but I was super excited to do it.
Okay.
yeah.
I was like, that's gonna draw.
We
some attention.
sneak. Dog.
Oh man, that's
All right.
Hello.
Are you guys in position of where you want to be?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, put me on. Behind accreditation.
And then I'll project that to Gilvin and say we're in place.
So we're starting to walk around.
yes.
Yeah. And we should
I
just
mean,
go
like,
now
you know,
because they'll get there.
like a warrior charge.
Just a stroll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As soon as we start hearing spells,
Okay.
we're gonna pick up the speed, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Nice.
So
Right,
is
when we're
it go time?
It's go
Yeah, I'm
time.
gonna
Let's
watch.
go.
Okay.
We're just gonna be like,
And we got my bow
Yeah,
out.
well,
Right,
so-
so-
Attack at the
like-
same time.
Yeah.
So they are unaware that you're there. You do have a surprise round. So we're gonna go around and get
initiative.
We'll get your surprise round. We'll see where we stand.
See if this shit is even needed.
So, who's taking first shot?
I will.
Just go around the table.
Yeah, I'll do a firebolt. I'm the hairy one. 17.
That does it.
Okay, 14, 18 points of fire damage.
Right. You went with the hairy one?
You said 18?
Yes.
Okay.
And then bonus action, drink my potion of speed. It just gives me a plus 10 feet for an hour.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Go ahead.
I'm going to run around. I'm gonna take out my bow and shoot the hairy boy.
Do that. They're gonna be really confused. They're sitting there cooking like, what the fuck?
And I'm gonna rage first. Well, no, not.
Well,
Rage bow.
I was just thinking that I don't think I get the extra damage, rage damage, because it's a bow.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's like
Okay. That's
4. So first attack is 17 to hit.
That'll do.
And, I'll just do my second attack too. It's not gonna kill him or anything. Second attack's a natural one, so so the first attack
that's what I was wondering.
is 1d6 plus 3 damage.
It's
Was that both attacks?
That was both attacks. And the second was a natural one.
Oh, I see.
So it was like
3 damage. All right.
Yep.
shot one.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Yikes.
I'm gonna aim for the campfire, of course. I want to cook their food for them.
Dex save, right?
Yes. Versus 15. But if they're surprised, do they even get that? Or they get disadvantage on it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It sounds logical.
It sounds reasonable, but I don't think so. Now I'm curious. Either way, neither one succeeds.
I accept these terms.
For my bonus action, I switched out my weapons and I got my Leviathan axe now. That's what I was going to do.
No, there are no restrictions based on saving throw.
Gotcha. 24 damage.
24. Yikes.
I mean, nothing left by the time.
That's the goal.
By the time we're done.
Okay. Virginia.
so my little thing is like a bonus action. So am I able to do the like fireball bonus action, bring up my hellhound?
What is the hellhound thing? Is it a spell or is it a feature, like a class feature?
Class ability.
I think it's part of my class abilities. Like, right? Is that how you would classify all these? Like,
Yeah, it's a class ability. As a bonus action, you can spend 3 sorcery points to do blah, 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 blah.
Then yes.
cool. So, firebolt. That real big green one there. I know,
The not hairy
but like
one.
I can't like I can't see what the other one looks like.
The 3D one.
18, 19.
That'll hit.
Nice. Okay.
Did you hit?
What's
9.
Which should be the hairy one or the non-hairy one? The hairy one.
All right.
Yeah, and then
But-
so then now my hellhound is up, and it's going to
Well, he has
only-
an initiative, right?
Yeah, I rolled 5 for him.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
so
We're in the surprise round.
he can only attack like that one right there.
Okay.
That one. So,
Bites him around the butt.
but since I just brought him up, I wouldn't be able to have him do anything until we actually get into initiative, right? I'm just asking in general. It doesn't say anything about it there. Just because we're doing a surprise round.
It's not
No,
just
yeah.
because he has to roll initiative
Yeah.
as a separate creature.
Because
you
you
know
just
you would not
spawn
be able
him.
to. But
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, which
So,
is fine. That's okay.
On his turn, he'll be able to run up and.
Yeah, that
Okay.
works.
Timbo.
I'm gonna light my chain up. I'm gonna shoot a fireball. The fur.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That's when you need to
I don't
use your
do it.
spells that have the saves.
Ooh. 14 points.
Every time I cast Fireball, I feel like I'm throwing a Rubik's Cube. That's great.
And I'll move. Alright, we don't move on spread.
Yeah, you can move.
You can. Solo.
That's because it's a prize round. I get sneak attack damage without someone being within 5 feet, right? Also, surprise rounds.
You have advantage.
Yeah, I have advantage. Right?
So yes,
And
you
it's
do.
because I have
you do get
advantage
sneak
against
attack. Yeah.
13 plus. Where is my? It's been so long. 19.
That'll hit.
Oh, is this a
Not that long.
20.
Not that long ago, you would have an auto crit.
Yeah, I know. So 3d6.
Some people when they play, they don't want to That's
I got 10, 14 damage.
So like
That's the furry.
when I roll.
Furry, yeah.
13.
It's like
14.
14.
14 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
If it's a creature.
Those creatures.
I think so.
Is there a door where I can walk through, or do I have to climb, like kind of hop over the tower to get onto this area?
You can hop down. It's like 10 feet.
It's like 10 feet? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do a little flip down
Parkour.
and then move over here.
Okay, yeah, give me an acrobatics check. Or athletics, your choice.
If it's a high roll, you better just say I flip.
It's
It
a bad roll. You flip it.
it is an 11.
Okay.
Also, my
I mean,
coffee out.
you could.
Yeah, so you struggle with it a little bit. You hit the ground and you kind of try like ninja roll into it with the shoulder, and you end up like rolling over and your feet just on the ground, but you get back up. It didn't hurt too bad. You're okay.
You're like, nobody saw this.
yeah. Like you recover quick enough that you're like, no one saw
Hit
it.
the ground, roll
And
over.
then I'm going to. If I can do it. Okay. Bonus action decide.
Okay.
And that is a 22.
Okay. All right, let's get initiative.
I'm gonna go Charles. Come on, Charles. Don't fuck me, Charles. That's terrible.
20 plus?
Did you,
Yikes.
you keep your first roll?
20 to 15?
18. Fireball again. Gift that keeps giving.
$15 10?
13. Yikes, guys.
10 to 5.
Oh, 10.
8.
Me too.
Oh, 10, 8, 8.
And Wolf is 5.
Are you going by Gilvin still or Goran? What are you doing?
Yeah. Goran.
Goran?
Oh,
Gilvin's alive now. Oh, I was gonna talk about this next time. I didn't get there yet.
Guys, I'd really appreciate it if you not use the name Gilvin.
I'm now called this.
I wrote it to my sister. I have to go by Goran.
That's all. Are you the only one left?
With a
Like go run. Is it?
Goran. Yeah.
Go run.
Go run.
Go run.
I'm gonna go run.
I'm gonna go have a good day.
All right. Top of the round, we have the green meanie.
Oh wow.
Sold.
The mother of my lady.
Operation.
Is that the one that was sniffing around?
Operation
well.
Meat Shield. Seeing things occurring.
Did
I'm
they
feeling
get
a lot of
any
pain.
damage, like, at all? We just scratched them.
Burnt their
There's no even
Burnt some hairs
evidence
off.
of my arrow
Off
after
the-
that fireball.
That's about it.
Well, I fireball first. Then you hear me. I think.
That's how we went
No, you
around
hear
this
it.
fight. Yeah.
At least they can't
Then yes.
really
It
get to
is
you
just
guys.
in them forever.
Okay,
You
good.
can't
Instead
get it
decide to
out.
be huge assholes.
They are.
They definitely seem like they might be those types of people.
If I
I
had to
mean,
guess.
they were eating a human. Now, if they were eating like a wolf,
I don't think the town's
probably
like,
wouldn't
yours
know.
are sick and dead if you could dispose of their bodies. No, thank you.
Oh yeah, that's a mutual agreement.
Mutual agreement.
So he moves over there.
What the hell, man? You killed Jeff.
You killed Jeff. As he steps away from the bonfire, he's kind of picks up the pan with the head in it
Oh
and
no.
moves towards you, and he's just gonna chuck it at you.
Oh, shit.
Is
Oh.
was the guy
Yeah.
named Chuck?
Yeah.
His name was not Chuck. But that's a 19 to hit.
You shit.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a
You shield.
decapitated
Yeah.
head
Oh
in
yeah,
them.
that's fucking gross.
Yeah, as you see this pot flying at you, you pop up the shield. The it hits with like the open side of the pot against the shield, so the head you see kind of get that second hit. It's like and then like back into the pot, and you hear the ding as it like blows away.
It was like a car window with like
Yeah,
gross.
it's nasty. There's some like goop dripping down your
That head's
shield.
probably like medium rare right now. So the juices are just starting to come out of that stage.
Fell.
Oh, they're real close still. That's unfortunate for them. I'm gonna put a fireball a little bit farther than the.
Right here.
Yeah, I mean I'm trying to hit, but a little bit farther than the campfire thing.
Sure.
Dex 15 save.
Fail. Also fail.
Nice. I roll high.
Eight, 6, 5. So 12, 18. Fucking math. 23, 27?
I think
Damn.
yes.
15. Yeah, 27. My brain completely stopped for a second there.
Do I numbers?
Yes, numbers.
Okay. So, fireball number 2. The furry fella just lights up and kind of like kicks the campfire with one limb, sends a couple bones skittering across the ground, and he sounds like sad for a second. You feel
Sad.
you feel a little bad, just a little bit.
I mean,
It would have been his turn, but it's not. Do you have anything else to do
Nice.
before we move
I'm
on?
just gonna lean on the thing and watch.
Oh.
He's dead, right?
He sounds sad. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was just sad
I was
or
like-
if he was
Where's
from the
more
afterlife.
specifically stated?
He's just throwing a fit.
Yeah.
All right, Olo.
disadvantage on charisma checks.
Okay. I'm going to fire a bolt. Or mirror, rather. I have advantage because I'm hidden. It feels very high.
You're like high level with that jacket.
I was just thinking, I'm like, it'd be funny as shit if he was taller than that. He's just no.
Yeah. I mean, he is taller than that. Because if that's 20 feet high and I jump down 10 feet.
No,
But,
it was like 15 feet, then 10 feet higher.
okay.
So, I mean,
So it's
Homeboy's head's
around
like
where
3
it's
feet
good
lower
grab.
than
But I can still.
But
Oh, yeah.
he couldn't see.
You'd be like,
Get behind the ship.
like, oh, no.
His posture looks terrible.
So it was
He's getting
17
nervous.
plus 7. So I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, it's clearly got a hunchback.
I get sneak attack because I had advantage. It's got scoliosis. That is 13, 17.
My back's
Okay.
broke.
Should be
Spine.
All right, bonus action movement.
How's this one looking?
Pretty rough.
Pretty rough. Alright, I'm just gonna have it again.
Okay.
Not as good. 12.
Cool. Gordon.
Oh my god.
You just told us.
Gilman it is.
Oh, it's going.
That was
My real name
I
is
realized that
Jordan.
for a
Emily.
Alright.
Well, who?
You're looking at
This guy is
Tyler.
not. Well, it looked like you looked to him first, and then I forgot that we were just not going around in a circle because it kind of followed that. Anyways. Alright, I'm going to. Let me use my wolf. 1, 2, 3.
Because of the low initiative. It's still awesome.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action of charger while I'm doing this.
Nice. For the knees.
I move at least 10 feet in a straight line. Before taking this bonus action, you either gain a +5 bonus to the damage attack roll if I choose a melee, or I push the target 10 feet away from me. I'm just going to get a +5.
To your damage, which is cool.
Yeah, to the attack's damage. So that's just a hit, I think.
Not to hit, the damage.
Oh, okay. Cool. Even. I haven't used it
Yeah.
really at all.
Cool.
Okay. And for shits and giggles, I'm going to write this.
Yeah, make sure you hit it.
That one's cocked, but it's pretty much a 17.
Is it cocked or not?
Barely.
Tyler?
It's a 17.
Thank you.
You can't say it's pretty much cocked.
He's
but
not.
it's
He
a
doesn't
17.
yeah.
He doesn't have a bias.
No, I mean like the 17 is up, and it's just like. Yeah. I can reroll.
What's the other roll?
13.
Plus what? You're probably still gonna hit.
Plus
7.
yeah, with my Leviathan X +6.
Okay. If there is question about whether it's cocked, it's cocked.
It was just like
For future reference. It's,
I will say in her defense, I mean, it was like
You still hit.
99% flat. It was just like the little.
Anyways, it was
You still hit.
18 to hit
you still hit.
for the first attack.
Nah, fuck it, you miss.
Roll damage.
You take that.
Alright, that is my axe. It is 1d12. So that heals 9 plus 3, so 12 damage
Okay.
for the first hit.
Wasn't that plus
Gillen strolls
Plus
up.
5. Just like, whoosh.
Yeah, Gilvin
Timber.
like strolls up to this thing, which is just scorched, miserable, horrible, disfigured-looking troll at this point. And what do you pull out?
My axe.
Your Leviathan axe and
Chop,
just
chop.
woof
Timber!
right through. It kind of stands for a second and starts to and falls apart in two halves, cut in twain.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Trolls
Yeah,
didn't stand a
cut its
fucking
legs off.
chance.
Well,
She
my
did it.
wolf can hang out for like 5 minutes, so.
Oh.
Doesn't want to control me.
I'm going to shadow pet it.
I was gonna ask her
Do I even know where it came from? Did I know? I mean, I was way over
You're
here.
next.
and
You're
the
gonna
wolf
attack
appeared
it.
Attack the
This
wolf.
No.
looks evil as fuck, bro.
That's so terrible.
We kill monsters. This is a monster.
Well, at least
You gotta see it.
I know how it kind of works.
It's pretty cool spell.
You gonna try it out on?
At least
Throw
it's
some-
good.
throw jab.
While they're petting the wolf. You're looking for what? Loot.
Yeah, I'm gonna search that tower.
Yeah, I'm searching the
Uh,
towers.
I will cast
Okay, well then I
detect
will.
magic.
You search
and
the
then
towers.
I will assist him in investigating.
Okay. Well, apparently they're investigating the towers. I'll investigate the damn trolls.
I'm gonna throw a
Not that there's
stick
much left.
to the hell.
Or where the bodies
I'm
are.
reading.
Roll
We see
investigation.
the bones.
Hellhound Herald.
I'm rolling like shit tonight. You're 13.
That's your dice.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were doing a separate roll. Oh my god. Natural one. What's a
Damn, bro.
13?
What are you trying
She was like all spelled out.
Investigate for shit.
Whatever.
I mean, I'll see.
Mine
it.
is 10.
I rolled a 5 and a 1.
Troll in the bone area.
Sure. You find some dead trolls and a lot of human parts. Nothing of particular value. There is one. It looks like it's probably like a femur bone that has been sharpened on one side. Based on the size, you venture to guess maybe they were using it like a toothpick or some kind of implement. Probably not especially effective
Nope.
as a weapon
I'm
or
not-
anything.
That
but
would be creepy. I have a bone sword.
searching the tower, you don't really find anything of note. It, by looking at it, it's probably been here abandoned for a long time.
It's already been picked over and everything.
Yeah, anything that might have been here is not.
We don't see any like not like just the bones, but like where they might have kept what they took off the bodies, like
Mm-mm.
I think they
helmets,
just ate 'em
armor.
You get all that shit. Good source of
You
iron.
did not see anything like that.
Well,
The most
we did it good for the good of mankind.
We did it because fuck trolls. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, now our karma's up here, so we can
Yeah.
skip the next couple good acts if we have one to do.
Yes.
All right. Well, that
Back
was
to the
pretty
road.
easy. So I guess we can continue.
Fuck yeah.
Check it off Uncle Fruits.
Kill some fucking trolls.
Yeah, troll fucking murder.
Yeah.
Absolutely annihilate some trolls. Check.
Oh my god, it's a wolf.
What time of day is it right now?
Like mid to late afternoon.
And to say if it was like closer to night, let's say we got a campfire already. We could camp.
Yeah, just move those fingers out of the way.
Yeah.
I've heard of chicken fingers. Never really people fingers.
Ugh.
So keep trucking.
Yes.
Rest of the day passes without incident. Film up for the night.
Yep.
We are on day 3.
Are you trying to have a conversation with us still or no? Not yet.
Who would like to roll a d8?
I forgot what I was going to talk to you about.
Their name change.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Six.
yeah, I mentioned that to everybody.
6.
6.
6.
early in the second. So I sent my sister a letter. Back the last time we were, and obviously my brother is out there somewhere, and so if you could call me by my birth name,
Real name.
good.
We will do our best.
No promises.
I mean, if we're in front of other people and we're trying to be sneaky enough, let them know who we are. We can use that name instead. But
And put the
I
shades
was
on
like,
your
fuck your
brother.
brother. Oh, you black?
Well, not the last name.
Well,
I feel like
Maybe the
that is
last
a minor change. That's what you want your battle name to be, just slightly different than your own. Like almost like a family name. Closeness. Not like Striker or something cool.
Maybe like George.
George.
Also a G name. For the record.
Do you have another brother named George?
No,
What's your sister's name? Georgina?
I'm straight up.
Katrina.
Do you guys have middle names?
Nope.
I didn't think that, alright. Okay, neither do I.
Just lie.
Okay.
Yep.
It's getting hot.
Okay. So, 6.
Yep.
You wake up, get on the road. The morning is fairly dim and dreary to begin with, and as you go, it becomes more so.
Let me see our tower with trolls.
You don't see a tower with rooms. Cloud coverage becomes dense. It's raining. It's a bit windy. It's a very cold, wet, dark day. So you're kind of going along, trudging through the mud and the muck, following on this dirt road. As you crest a small hill and come over on the other side, there are some various hillocks and things along the side of the road, the landscape, a couple of trees scattered about. As you crest the small hill, you see stood in the center of the road, maybe 50 feet away, a hooded and cloaked figure standing alone. He's big, almost Jiraiya big. Maybe even bigger in terms of build, width, broadness. Can't make out a face beneath the hood. Arms, legs, everything kind of covered by the cloak and clothing.
He's facing towards us.
He's staying dead center in the road, looking at you. And as you kind of crest that hill and you make contact, you hear him say, "My message is simple, and my demand is absolute. Dragonborn aren't property. Relieve him from service, or I'll relieve you of your heads."
I think this is your department. You don't
There will be no need for that. I am a freed dragon.
As you kind of step
This is
forward to the front of the group.
These are my companions.
Hey.
Do you have the papers?
Oh, I do.
You see his hands come out of the cloak to start to peel back his hood. You see silver scales. He pulls it back. Jiraiya.
The silver scales. Come on, man.
Hold on, I know you are. Get in there.
Go to mimics.
His name tag says.
Hello, my name is.
And a brief description underneath.
You see, I can just tell you who it is.
He wants to figure it
You
out.
see his face now, so you recognize.
I know.
God. It says it right.
I think it's Kabuto.
That is Kabuto.
It is.
Kabuto.
I was like, you didn't get the name right.
I thought you named after a tractor. Kubota. He's strong. I don't know. What? Working on a farm, he's strong.
I don't think this is dry. You don't know my name.
Anyway.
What's his name for real?
Kabuto.
How do you spell it?
Kabuto.
What are you doing here? Where's the rest of the time?
What?
Buto.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was kind of coming to the plantation to see how everyone was doing ahead. nightmarish dreams that things weren't going so.
Accurate dreams. He kind of puts 2 fingers to his snap mouth. Dragonborn, whatever.
His
dragon-
toothy ball.
Yeah.
Snout valve.
Dry. Shut your snout mouth.
Oh, you said mouth? I thought you said snout valve.
Snout
What the
valve?
hell is that?
Even
You get
better.
like your nostrils?
Puts 2 fingers to his
Shut your
mouth
snort.
and gives a whistle. You see about a dozen dragonborn kind of come out from hiding among the like little hillocks and trees and stuff scattered about, all wearing like mismatched armor, carrying like battered, rusting weapons, most of them. But kind of seeing what's going on, he like calls them out. They start to sheathe their swords and put axes away and stuff, and kind of approach a little bit, but they're still keeping a distance.
What happened to you, brother?
We have a lot to discuss.
Do they look like they've been through battle?
They all look like they've seen probably a lot.
Should we go off
No
the
shit.
main road?
How many of them
For this?
are there?
It's a dozen.
About a
A
dozen.
dozen.
Yeah.
Armed.
All dragonborn.
Like all your fingers and toes.
All right.
We have lots to talk about. But first, he moves in and brings you in a big
Yes.
embrace, kind of, yeah. Kind of pushes you back, holding you by the shoulders. You're getting bigger.
Yes, little. Just from traveling with these.
Yeah, I kept eating.
And I'm gonna like,
Decided to give up on clothes. That's your bare chest.
they don't seem to fit anymore. And then I start introducing, the group and everything to them. It is probably because we have been slaying monsters ever since I joined this group.
Monsters.
All sorts of beings.
Huh.
You wouldn't believe half of what I would tell you.
Well, follow me back to our camp and give me a try. So he kind of, him and his group lead you off road.
Are they all dragonborn?
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Into a wooded area, you eventually come to a very small clearing. Couple of small fires set up. They all kind of go mind their own. Kabuto leads you over to one in particular. There's like a very small kind of lean-to situation next to it. Yeah. Sits down on the ground. Sit, please. So, tell me of these monsters. What have you been up to?
Well, we've been through magical towers of wizards with mold creatures, and we fought dragons on the road, and
Wizards.
harpies in the
Chimera.
sea, chimeras in the mountains.
Yes. At least a giant.
We came from Karak. We fought in shadow hydras.
Where is Karak, you said?
Yes, we came far from the north.
Show him the map.
Way up there.
Yonder.
And in this
And
part
we're
of the
here.
land,
Kind of points to. It's a little off, but
and in this part of the land, the Dragonborn are free. They see all as equal.
in Karak.
Yes, I've already freed plantations and sent them up there. They're learning how to fight and hopefully even more from those people.
As he was talking about the monsters, I want a minor illusion, like images of each one, like.
Nice. Hell yeah. And they seem to be in like mind as I, and wanting to free our people from this oppression.
Good. You've been busy.
And they have helped me through this journey immensely. I could not have done it without. And furthermore, the leader of Karak and possibly Lady Lunamane from Sartreese might have allegiances with us in the future against this cause, or for this cause. Yes. He's a good man.
Heard his name. His name I've heard. Miss Luna.
We actually
Must
hunted
be
the Chimera with Roth.
a warrior then.
Everyone's a warrior in Karak. You would like it. I certainly did.
Have to go sometime. Perhaps when things are less busy.
There's this Minotaur I'd like you to meet.
Well,
I'm just standing off behind you somewhere, like doing pictures of everything you say. Just here's the Minotaur. This is what Roth looked like.
I'm afraid our time has been a little less positive. These dreams you're having. On the nose. Not long after you left, Haku became very insular. Lost in his own mind most of the time, it seemed. Angry.
At what?
Life. You, maybe.
I do apologize for leaving without saying it. It was
No need.
what the master intended.
Brother, I understand. You had a calling. You have a tale. For the sake of the gods. That's different.
I also have these. Thanks, in my claws. This is when I got my scales too.
To further my
It's kind
point,
of
there's clearly
different.
something different about you. If old man Orochimaru is right, and by the day it seems more and more like he is.
You're welcome.
You're chosen. I understand that you had to leave. Not everybody is of the same mind, but there are no apologies needed here.
I'm glad you did.
Haku stupidly sought to prove his worth, I think. He finally got into the mines. And when he was there, he took a sharp stone. And when the opportunity presented itself, he held it to Barris's throat. The situation got tense. There were threats thrown both ways. Haku was demanding freedom for himself and us. Our family.
Yes.
I think something broke within him.
But Boris has never done him ill, has he?
Not that I'm aware. I
So
think he
was
just
a
knew.
bargaining chip.
I believe so. Barris is precious to Magni. Was.
Was.
Got heated. Haku lost patience. Did something foolish. It's foolish from the start, but dangerously foolish. He killed Varus. Magni lost his mind, like a man possessed. Began beating Haku more furiously than I've seen in my life. Mother did what she does. She tried to step in, she tried to stop it, to save Haku, and Magni only stopped beating Haku long enough to snap her neck.
What?
That was the last straw for a lot of us.
Who is father?
He and I, along with Haku and some others, after seeing that done to Mother, started fighting. And some of us escaped. I got out. Haku got out. Some of the others. Father didn't make it. It's actually why I'm back. Those of us who did escape eventually met up with, and he kind of gestures to the other Dragonborn scattered about, the Jagged Claw. Freedom fighters. I hadn't heard of them either. Don't feel bad.
What was that?
The Jagged Claw.
I thought you said the Dragon Claw. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Along those lines, a little more gorilla. Most of us are, like me, escaped slaves. Some were freed, however they may have come about that. Occasionally, there are sympathizers. We're not all Dragonborn, but most. But we strike where we can. Quietly, mostly on the fringes. Society, free who we can. Many join our cause. Some hunt for battle and try to seek peaceful existence elsewhere, away from society where they can.
So what ended up happening to Mag? Or the plantation?
Still there. Still
Is there
standing.
anyone left behind?
Many. Some of us got away, not all.
I mean the remedy.
So do I. Listen. I have an idea for that, but before moving on, perhaps it was foolish of me. After what happened, I couldn't stomach the sight of Haku. I don't know if it was jealousy or a selfish need to prove his worth, but he did something incredibly foolish, and Mother died for it. Father has been enduring Muhammad knows what hells since then. I made him leave.
Exile.
I suppose, although we're all kind of exiled in our own way. People don't have much of a place. But he left us, the Jagged Claw. I don't know where he went. But he went. Just so you know.
I believe that might have been the right move. At least so You didn't kill him.
I was not as worried about self-control as what could be the cost.
Of it. Another foolish action.
You know how he
Yes.
is.
He's always been.
So, Magni. Finding you has changed things a bit. Originally, I was thinking of a more stealthy approach where fairly few in number. I made a bit of a name for myself in the Jagged Claw. I'm a captain now. So I was able to convince the other leaders to let me take a small group with me to come back here. Hopefully free Father and the rest. More than that, no. With you, I think we can put slavery here on the Bronzebeard Plantation to dust. Now, we're not terribly skilled. We're obviously not very well outfitted. I think that my men and I can handle freeing the slaves in the hold and covering the escape. Much as I'd like to turn his face to pulp for what he did to Mother, I think your group should handle Master Bronzebeard and his posse. In my time since leaving home, I've done some digging into his past and present, and from his years at war. They say he fights like a man possessed. Monstrous. Which, frankly, makes what he did to Haku and Mother make that much more sense. I wager that furies all the more for what Haku did to Varus, and what's more, I've heard tell he's recently been funneling Pretty Penny into new toys. Defensive preparation for some kind of self-imposed reckoning is what I hear. Seeing you now, knowing he freed you, and why, I wager that reckoning is you. So, show him he was right to fear your return.
I like it.
You mentioned you're not outfitted well. I have a few weapons that we picked up. They're, nothing special, but if some of your men are either not armed or...
If they're sharper than what you have.
Yeah.
Doesn't take
I do as
Sure. Whatever you can offer, we'll take.
even if you don't give it to your men, maybe the freed slaves can help you.
I have great sword, and do you mind if I give him those 3 javelins? I can't remember if you gave them to me or not.
I give him a long sword, a rapier, and a short sword.
Okay.
3 javelins. Alright. And a rough battle axe and a rough mace.
Better than nothing.
Now they had 2.
It's all real. Also some leather armor. Give them.
I'll give them my old rapier.
Clear out. Sure.
Well, I mean, we can sell them for like 7 silver.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
Go do a good cause.
Yeah. Much rather donate them.
So he kind of calls his men over. Some of them sort through stuff. A few of them trade things out. That which isn't taken, as well as that which was those of them who traded stuff out, the weapons that they're not using any longer, they kind of roll up into a leather bundle and stow it away for future free Dragonborn. Right.
So when were you thinking about doing this?
As soon as possible.
Where are you gonna take them once you free them?
We'll see what they want to do. As I said, many we free tend to join us. Those who don't, we give what aid we can, and
Did you say how many were there currently?
it's hard to say now. They could have acquired more. At the time, after the escape, it probably would have been a few dozen. Those who didn't make it.
And that's what makes up the jagged claw, or
That's the
Remaining
same.
slaves at the plantation.
oh,
The jagged claw is much bigger than the group you see here, but we're scattered.
How many days are we from the plantation?
A few hours. My scouts spotted you on the road. Said you had a slave amongst you. Not a bad time to be wrong.
Yeah, it would have been a shame to have to fuck you and your friends up. Right shame.
Indeed, it would have.
We going tonight?
Well, yeah, because it's like midday, right?
We could go today. The rain gives us a good bit of cover. We could at least get close before we're spotted.
Yes, I say we go now.
All right. Here's what I'm thinking. For those of you who don't know, he pulls out a little dagger and kind of like flattens a little space in the mud and starts to draw out like a very crude map of the layout of the plantation. So
Are we like? Is it raining on us right now? Or are we like kind of under some shit?
it's raining, yeah. He has a tiny lean-to, like it looks like he probably sleeps in it. It's not big enough for anything more than that.
Gotcha. I'm gonna prestidigitate the mud to be soil again, so it fucking stays there. It doesn't look stupid.
Okay.
Just gonna draw mud to be a
Cool.
mess.
So he starts to draw that. Like, so here we've got the main road, right? That's where I found you. Not far beyond where you were is the path, that leads into the plantation. So, just off to the left of that path when we're going in, we have the housing for the free workers, the overseers, and the like. Beyond that, at the end of the path, Bronzebeard's home.
Do you believe that the other workers, the free workers or the overseers, would get involved, or are they not paid enough to worry about it?
I might have questioned that a few weeks ago. From what I've been hearing now, debatable, and there may be more defenses than just them at this point. Bronzebeard knew something was coming.
Is this house made of wood?
Sorry?
Or is this house made of wood, or is it like tunneled in? Maybe dwarf, right? They're weird.
Oh, no, yeah, it's like standard home. Wooden stone.
Always, all day.
And I think he knew you wouldn't let that stand.
Yes. You're right.
So, main house. I think you go there. If what you told me is true, perhaps with some difficulty, I think you can handle Bronzebeard and whatever he's got in his house for protection. We, in the meantime, can take a wide berth, following the tree line kind of on the outskirts of the plantation to get behind the overseer quarters to the slave hold. We'll get them out and escort them away while you deal with Bronzebeard. I think we should be able to handle the overseers and whatever god might be stationed with them aside from them.
So, with the layout of the buildings and stuff you kind of laid out, is it like kind of open area, and then like all the stuff? Obviously, there's a mine, so I'm like kind of one side would be towards mountains or something or whatever.
Yeah, they're like it digs into
Right.
foothills there.
Mountain facing. So, for where the homeboy's house is, Bronzebeard, is it like open on one of the open sides? You know what I mean? So like 3 out of the 4 sides will not be against the mountain.
Correct.
I'm trying to figure out in relation to where like the mountain stuff is, where that is house.
None of it's against the mountain. His home.
Sure. Okay. So
it is like freestanding and
like on the outskirts of line of sight from far away, or is it like in
from from a bit of distance. Under cover of the rain, though, the dark. If you go hooded and cloaked, stay low.
We do have some folks.
Maybe able to get close. At the very least, without being noticed. Furthermore, we may draw attention before you get there anyway, and that could help.
Do you need any of us to go with you to help with the overseers or anything like that? Or do you think more of his card and whatever more dangers would be by him?
I think we can handle the overseers. We're, as I said, not outfitted all that well, but...
How are your men doing? As far as how are they doing? Did you just recently come from combat?
Are they injured or run down? Or are they...
You guys hungry?
Yeah, we have rations. We could share.
We're
Got
not
these
going to
frozen
turn down a
waffles.
nice meal.
So we have those 30 days of rations if we got 20 left over, I think.
Ration?
Give them a nibble if they're hungry.
Yeah.
Give me more.
You know.
A whole ration. That's like one day of food, right? That'd be too much for one dude to eat.
Right.
Like, for
Yeah.
I
Give that fucker a biscuit. Let's go.
Yeah, I was just saying we have got more than enough for us all to eat and them to eat. And still have some left
We
over.
could also, depending on the time, we could go hunting as well and make up some of the food that way.
Right. That's later. We'll figure it out. If we all survive.
So to the plantation?
Should we take is it dark now or is it dark? You said
Will it be
it's like-
dark by the time we get there?
Probably. Or at least getting that way. Whatever sun might be hidden behind this mess would be setting, I think.
I think we should all speak as a group first, maybe, before we go.
Yes.
Don't trust me, friend.
We've seen a lot.
He doesn't trust easy.
That's fair.
They don't trust
Took a
anyone.
long time for him to even trust us.
They don't even trust me.
It's more like we want to
I
discuss our
trust you.
stupid ideas together and then tell you our best stupid idea.
All right.
It's to save face. You understand? So we walk a few feet away. Discuss.
Yeah,
Okay, what?
like 20 feet away. Who is he two?
He's my brother.
That's what I thought. The other one was also your brother, yes.
Yes.
Haiku.
Namatata.
What was she saying?
Oku Namatata. Anyways,
Well, sorry about hearing about your family.
yeah,
That's first and foremost from the entire group.
yes.
Thank
It angers me too.
I haven't even got to process it yet.
The Judah. So, anyways, did you have an idea for this?
Less an idea yet. I just.
I'll chat.
Why did he set you free?
Magni, he, while in the mines, a cavern opened up and devils, not devils, dark creatures poured out of it.
Like her dog creature.
More like, kind of.
Hellhounds.
It was your creature.
It's more like spider-like creatures. And I ended up collapsing the tunnel and saving him and his kin as well as me and my kin. And I guess it shook him up pretty bad because he decided to free me. And once, how I did it was with my breath and fire. And he'd never seen anything like that. No one had seen anything like that from where we come from, or the legends we've told ourselves about what life had been before.
So it sounds like you're a bit different than the
I
rest
think
of
I
your
was
family.
chosen from as Bahamut's prophet to lead my people to freedom. Yes,
That's what scared him.
possible.
And you said he made you leave
May have
without.
sent me away just to hope that I don't ever go in that direction. Just to distract me from my true purpose.
And he made you leave without saying goodbye to the rest of your family. And
Yes, he said it was the only way. He said they wouldn't understand. He said there would be an uprising, which clearly there already has been.
Foresight, not his talent.
Who was Bars?
He was Magni's son, and also one of my good childhood friends.
Woof.
I'm doubly sorry.
Yeah, your brother kind of sounded like a dick.
Wouldn't say he's always been a bad egg, but as he grew older and got, like he said, jealous of whatever he thought he didn't have, he became more reckless, more foolish. And now he's done it for the last time, as far as our eyes go. As far as we go.
Do you want to kill Magni yourself, or it's just as long as it's done?
I think as long as it's done.
Cool.
Does Magni have other family there?
I mean, I would like to kill him myself, but I mean, me killing him with you guys is just as good for me.
Aww.
As long as I'm in the group.
just as good for me. I'm still gonna get off.
So I imagine him and then obviously whoever else resists, or are we trying to kill everybody?
Do you want his family dead or just
Well,
Fucking dog. Damn.
Well, I mean, if it's some kids, I don't think we gotta go kill no kids.
his only child was killed by
Oh,
me.
that was only. Oh, we're good then. Kill everybody.
Is he a heavy
But-
drinker, as some others of his stature could be?
I mean, he enjoys the beverage every once in
Fantastic.
a while.
Probably his own stock.
Oh, yes. It's a very wealthy man.
Good.
Oh,
And in his mad stupor of his son dying, I'm sure he's drinking a lot
Yes.
heavier.
I always thought you said he was a nice gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, until my brother killed
Killed
his
his
son.
That'll get you.
I don't know. I'd probably lose my shit too.
Yes, I can't blame him for wanting to kill Haku, but killing my mother was
Yes, a
That's
little,
outrageous.
little dirty. So, my short planning idea,
Mm.
while I was asking about this building being close to the edge-ish of town, with a line of sight.
Is there a town?
Well, you know what I mean. The
Yeah.
collection of square things made of wood and stone. So, I assume this place has windows. Most places.
madness.
Yes. And probably the overseers or the free workers or whatever, their place probably also has windows. Right? They're all kind of in the same area. It's not that big of a place, right? So they're kind of
There's a little distance.
sure. So
So,
what I was thinking,
The like overseer housing is a lot closer to the slave hold than
gotcha.
the main house.
Either way. Depending on whatever form of stealth shenanigans you want to do. All this talk of building up defenses make me not want to go in. this makes me want to stay about 150 feet away or so.
Start fire.
With me, Thal, and Regina throwing fire into the windows and burn the house down. And as he comes to figure out who is shooting fire at his house, that's when kick the shit out of him. In the rain, like a good movie.
That was my idea too. Is there anything we could do to make it more flammable because
That's why
it
it's
is
about the
raining?
drink.
Yeah.
Well, if that's why we inside it'll be
fire.
dry,
I think magical fire. Well, yeah,
True,
that
true,
too.
true.
and I mean it'll burn for a while.
I have oil,
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
like 10 flasks.
They
or
can shoot
something.
fire all day long. So eventually it'll catch. Things will be on fire. Enough to like at least get them to come outside or try.
Have
to
you ever
wow.
been?
I mean, once you light it up, I'm gonna just.
Have you ever been in his
call him out?
Have you ever been in
Many
his home?
times.
Do you know? Does he have a basement or?
plan idea?
I never
A cellar.
went into the basement. There was always a lock on the door.
Not all of us. Can
My
pick
only
locks.
worry would be that with these defense plannings that he has a high hole that he can cut out. But I like the idea. I think we should still try it regardless.
Well, I can always enter in afterwards. I'm not
Yes.
necessarily resistant to fire, but
Oh yeah.
pretty baithy.
No.
At least we just light the house on fire.
Did you go in?
Yo,
As the house is
I heard
burning
you
down.
did something dumb.
Yeah, what's up, motherfucker?
I mean,
We were
Gladys,
also
if you want to do something like that, and I can stand out, and if anybody gets by you or is trying to escape,
Boom.
we were also assuming that these extra defenses are inside the home. What if they're outside the home?
Oh, I'm
Like
sure there's
150
some
away.
outside.
are you talking like booby traps or
Booby trap.
I think we gotta go do some recon, especially if your brother don't know about the new defenses and shit.
Soma could help. He can see in darkness. So even
We
with
can
how dark it is.
get there and spend like the first half hour.
How
and
are
then
all
reconvene?
you in darkness?
I'm
You're fine. She's specifically good in darkness.
Yeah, true.
The only thing I'd say is if there is nowhere to hide behind about that far away for us, if we do this, we should probably try to figure something out for them. I don't know what, dig a hole real quick and be like, you know what I mean?
Trenches.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have to be super deep, but
No, yeah.
if they're too deep, then pile that shit on top. About 4 feet. Oh!
I like that.
Let's go talk to your brother then.
We return.
5 steps back to the right.
tell him our lovely plan.
Yes.
You said you had scouts that have been there recently. Do you know of any of these extra defenses? Has he seen anything enter or exit?
Hard to know exactly how much they've done. We obviously haven't gotten to look inside the house. We have seen a fair amount of activity working on it. They seem to have shored the place up pretty well. At least the first floor, and probably a bit beyond that, they've lined the outside with stone. And while the windows are visible from outside, they seem to be lined with something within. Hard to say what.
Just the first floor.
No, there are no windows visible on the first floor anymore. They lined the entire outside of the house with stone. Above that, the upper floors, it seems like the windows are blocked off.
So-
That we don't know what with.
Roof still wood, or has that been also lined with stone, or was it stone before?
Looked normal.
All right.
Okay, well, plan to quite go to shit.
Well, say we start moving, we can scout a little bit more when we get there.
Right?
Then
Get up and get moving. Couple hours. Trucking through the countryside in the rain. You're all at this point pretty chilled to the bone, having traveled like this all day. But given a couple hours, you eventually kind of make your way to the outskirts of the plantation. You're a little ways off the path, kind of hugging the tree line, roundabout, and you get a look in. So, now that you're here, what specifically are you looking to see or do?
So the how far away is the outer buildings from the main?
A good distance. It looks like maybe 500 feet, maybe more.
And does it look like they have multiple people keeping watch, like patrolling?
Looking around, you don't see like a whole lot in the way of guard.
Mm-hmm.
You see like from a distance, like a couple figures that seem to be kind of hanging out outside of the the like overseer's quarters. Kind of just like leaning against the wall. It's hard to make out too much detail from your distance, but chilling over there. You don't see like at the last plantation that you did stuff at, like how there were armed guards like patrolling.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that.
Okay.
Can I send in Solo to get a overview? Just kind of fly around for a little bit and see are there any newly constructed buildings or defenses that we can see or have them go invisible?
Yeah, he takes some time and kind of gets like bird's eye of the whole thing, so you get like the layout, which so you've got like the little path that leads in, right? Overseer's quarters.
Off to the left.
Back here you've got like a couple smaller like squat stone buildings, slave holds. And then over here is like the Bronzebeard house.
Yeah. Okay.
And roll a perception check for old boy.
Okay. Let's see his stats. That would be a 12 plus what's perception? Wisdom. So plus one's a 14. No, 13. Oh wait, skills, deception, insight, persuasion, stealth. Okay, yeah. Yeah. 13.
As he's getting around up there, kind of transmitting information to you, what's your intelligence?
My intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me go back. Is a 15.
15. From what you're seeing, kind of piecing it together, there are some like low mounds and like some brush and things like that you think if you're smart about it and planning a route, you stay very low and move carefully, you think you might be able to get pretty close, if not to, the Bronzebeard house undetected.
Okay. No extra new construction other than what they've done to the house that he can see.
Hmm.
Any construction on the overseer's building? Any new, like, is that lined in stone or
No, doesn't seem to be. Kind of looks like Bronzebeard's pretty worried about himself.
Yeah, not too worried about those guys. Okay. Just one door at the front, or is there a couple doors around? Does he have cellar doors?
The house?
Yeah.
So
Kabuto. All these Naruto names. Kabuto had said that it looked like they had like lined at least the whole first floor, and probably above that as well, in stone. And your Solma flying around, kind of getting a view of like he's able to go around. You can get the whole roundabout of the house. Everything but the front door is blocked off.
So there's only one door.
One way in and out.
Above ground entrance.
No cellar doors or anything that we can see from the outside, storms, cellar, or anything like that. Is there trees or vegetation or anything, or is it just open field other than you said the little bit of brush and hills?
There's some bushes and things like that, like around the house nearby, but getting to it, yeah, you would have to like, you could take a little time. There would, I think, be a roll involved to like plot a path.
Right.
But given your expertise in that particular field, you think as long as it's plotted carefully, yeah, there is a chance.
And no other guards, nobody else outside other than the people that we saw up front.
That's almost seeing at least, yeah.
So I relay all that to you guys. My only other thought would be, again, I don't know if he'd care, but we could set the overseer's building on fire and see if that prompted anybody to leave the house.
I don't think they
Do
would
we
leave the house.
know what the
If
door
plenty
is
of
made
people
out of?
outside.
Is it just wood? Or
Could he see what
The front door.
The front door, yeah.
Yeah, wood.
got an axe?
Oh yeah,
Even if he borrows it.
I'm not worried about getting in. I'm just worried about what we don't know is inside. If we could get him out.
Well, I mean, if we're
Or we can do
not
this
sure
fast
what's
and dirty.
inside, we do have
Fast and
those
dirty.
couple bottles of
Kabuto's like,
the ammonia gas that could do
Oh,
a good bit of damage.
yeah.
what did you say?
The ammonia
gas
gas.
them out, man. Oh my
And
god.
bust a hole through the door and then release all that.
You have one jar of that?
Too, I think.
Well, one you threw a thing. How many did you get originally? Because one you gassed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wrote 2 down.
Kinda know what it does.
It smells
2
bad.
jars of
I'm my,
gas.
I'm my own guinea pig.
So I don't know if that was before or after we used. Unless I wrote it down in my notes.
Bless
Thank you.
It's a file bag.
So you just try to burn and smash this door.
Or I could lockpick it.
I feel like there might be barricades on the other side.
There
I
were
have
Boards and such.
there were 3 jars. So
There were?
you would
Okay.
have 2 left.
You say even yeah.
I could test that as well. I'm testing stuff.
Yes, let's do that.
What are we doing?
Seeing if there was a
Planning.
Oh.
We'll have to get closer, but
yes.
once we're in place, I can test to see if it's locked and
Is there
potentially
a,
even unlock it.
is there a chimney?
Was there any kind of a chimney on it?
Chimney?
Yes.
Chimney.
We could drop it down the chimney.
Can
Your little
Oh,
guy
dude, drop the
could fly up there and
the
just.
gas down the
Yeah.
chimney.
So-
Oh my god.
You'd
and
have to
then
come
twirl
out
the
or
top.
die.
Well, depending on how big the home is.
Great. Oh, yeah, we don't know the exact size. 'cause
Drop
it's
them up.
far.
Oh man.
Mhm.
There's also more than one chimney.
Oh yeah.
How many
Boom, boom.
chimneys? 2 chimneys? 3 chimneys.
I want stuff.
Can your little buddy go through smoke and fire?
I mean, he's
I mean,
not
we
immune
shoot
to it, I don't think.
Fireball then.
Somehow you're immune to fire damage. He actually hit my
Well, I'm
I don't think
thinking
so.
this little guy.
He,
can go in there and
wait,
look
he's
at
resistant to cold, bludgeoning, piercing,
See where,
slashing,
if
non-magical.
it was-
Oh, he is immune to fire.
Immune to fire and poison. He's immune to fire and poison.
something. Can you carry him out a bottle?
What do you think, little guy? Can
So?
you carry a bottle?
Are you strong enough?
What do I look like? I
A
don't carry
little-
a fucking jar, you shits.
Well, you were in a jar.
Well, how much?
That's a fair point.
Talk about your biggest.
All right, good
weakness.
point. Give me the jar. Let me see.
How big are we talking about?
Do you have an empty one?
An empty jar?
Yeah.
About the same size?
Yeah.
But
Just
gas
put 'em all
doesn't
inside.
weigh anything, though.
No.
If
I
he
want
drops
just in
it.
case. Yeah, he
He
drops it
lifted.
in our vicinity.
So yeah, give him an extra.
I do not have one. Do you have an extra one of the one? I mean, if you were the ones that.
Any
Just tell him to pick it up. What is it? We'll
You
catch
I
it.
thought you had a bunch of glass stuff from the alchemy
I'll catch
stuff.
it.
I think I got rid of the
We'll
bakers and
figure it
stuff.
out.
feather.
We'll hold my hand.
Yeah, just
Hold on.
have him.
Yeah.
Let me check the bag of
Just have your
For what?
hands right.
Just give him the full one.
Just hand it.
We'll figure it out. Give it.
Hey, I have an empty decanter. That would probably be a lot heavier than anything
If you can
else.
lift this, you can lift that. I like it.
A wrench.
I give him the empty decanter.
Okay. So he's flapping his wings. You hand him the decanter.
Yeah.
He immediately drops to the ground. Like, shit!
Alright. Well, this is not happening.
Pushes it over.
How big
He
is
like
he?
crawls out.
Are you okay?
Tiny.
So
I mean, he fit in a
can
flask,
you still
so he's like,
fly?
it's a big flask, but
Yeah.
he's pretty small.
Yeah,
small
and I'm
boy.
guessing
It's probably the
the
size of the
jar of gas would probably weigh approximately, if not more, than the decanter, or around the same weight ish.
Approximately around.
Nearly. It might be
Oh,
covered.
we-
It'd probably be a
Oh,
little
my
lighter.
God.
It'd be a little lighter than the decanter.
Are we
Well,
suiting
probably
up,
not
by the
much.
way? Are we suiting up in the?
Oh yeah, I passed out the cloaks and everything. Black cloaks with the black
I
masks. Oh, you have one.
Oh.
And then I pass out.
I
take
give
them
the
all.
cloaks to you so you can pass them out.
Oh my god. If we want to.
What's the danger zone, so to speak, on this gas?
Inside the building.
I mean, I dropped one in and nearly died. So pretty dangerous.
You were close.
I think he means how far it's going to reach.
Right.
About a room or two, probably, for the thickness of DF.
Right.
Anyways, if we want to commit to trying this plan, I could just enlarge your body. Boop. You can probably then carry the thing.
How long does that last?
Wow. Nothing.
A while.
We could
wouldn't
do
know.
it right outside the house.
Yes.
And a minute.
Man. That's scary.
Well, I mean, it's either gonna we'll find him and try it, and maybe it'll work. If it doesn't work,
Well,
he shrinks, it
Can't-
drops anyway.
If you
and
do
get
it-
out.
Yeah, if you do it on the chimney.
Or he
fuck?
dies. I know that's one stupid little moth thing.
He's still on you.
Well,
He's trying to eat your
we're
I
on this,
know.
so couldn't he just go down each chimney?
Did you get him? Oh no, he's right there. I can
Yeah.
hear him.
I'll hunt
Couldn't
him.
he
You
just
guys.
go down each chimney and then like see what's in the
Oh,
house
scout ahead, yeah.
and see who's where?
The chimneys, do you think you could fit down them?
Right?
Maybe.
Maybe once we get closer, we'll have them give it a shot.
All right. Stealth checks.
Let's
Who's
start
ready for stealth
speaking.
checks?
Are you? Sorry, not talking to the imp now. I'm talking to the other dragonborn. Are you guys prepared? Are you ready? We'll begin moving.
We're always ready.
Uh,
I know you talked about one.
We waiting for a
If it's
signal, or
not-
are we the
That's what I was
It'll
gonna wonder.
work
do you guys?
the-
Do you think it'd be better for them to start first or us to start first? I think
Is it dark yet?
us.
Or is it like
It's
dusk?
pretty dim.
So not dark. Got it.
We
wait till
would
a
draw
little
the
longer.
distraction of whatever guards or overseers are trying to help, and then you guys can get the.
It gives them a better chance to get more slaves out, take some heat off them, and make sure that they don't enable whatever defenses are in the house. If they, I'm worried that if they hear an attack has been
Yes.
started,
I feel like we need to start ours
Yeah.
shortly before the commotion. Unless we are seen before, then it doesn't really matter. We can just all do shit. Preferably before they raise some sort of alarm. Or racket commotion.
So I think we will start, and then when you hear an alarm raised or a large commotion from our area, then you guys start
Okay.
at your
So-
discretion.
Before we go there, I'm gonna kind of like kneel on the ground and take my dragon bones out and like kind of roll them and cast augury. And it just says that by rolling dragon bones, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity, which I'm hoping is just going to be Bahamut.
How do you spell augury?
It's
A-U-G-U?
A-U-G-O.
Okay. What specific course of action are you wanting to get a divination on?
How my brother will be doing with freeing the slaves and like my father's well-being and stuff.
It's not quite that broad.
More like a magic 8-ball.
Kind of. So it's
Or like, yeah,
It's-
just
you're
like to see
looking
if my
for-
brother will succeed or not. Is that more?
okay. That's a little more specific, yeah.
Lauren,
It's a specific course of
And a
action
bag of
that you
holding.
plan to take
is there
within the next 30
anything
minutes.
that we
Oh,
can use to like
okay. Well then,
cover, plug, seal, whatever?
Sneaking up there.
yeah, if we can get Magni out of the house.
It's either like maybe a
What
sleepy bag would work
what
to
course
cover
of
it.
action are you planning to
Bags,
get
well,
Magni out of
each
the house?
individually has to be bags.
Mm.
We have the
Gas
10 square
mount,
foot of
break
premier
them.
membrane.
Okay.
So that's the hard plan. Just gas them out.
That's what he's asking about, if it'll be successful.
So you
That's pretty much it.
kind of roll your dragon bones in your hand and roll them out on the ground. You see a little
Sleepy bags probably work. Especially if they're
Like these
rolled up there,
little
like shoving it.
glowing runes appear on them.
We've done those before.
They,
Can't read them, so.
Shove them back, holding them. Pop them out.
The runes, not words.
If anyone's going on the roof, I wouldn't match that.
they read well.
But yeah. So we should. In the meantime, I was discussing with Goran another idea I had for the potential chimney shenanigans. If anybody goes up there,
Well, we just got low on it. So
Yeah.
We got
Those
what,
are
low?
good.
low.
What was not good? What was a bad idea? Bad results.
was that for us or for you, brother?
For
No,
the
for us,
gassing
for the
out
gassing out,
plan.
Yeah.
If it would work or not.
It's my idea.
The new plan A.
Exactly.
Option 2. Instead of using like that kind of gas, whatever. Obviously, regular ass smoke. Also pretty bad.
Yeah.
Typically. If we could get onto. Did you see it again?
I thought I did, but it was actually a hair from the dog that moved the sandwich.
Regular smoke, blah blah. So if we get up on the roof, one of us. For
You pour oil down that motherfucker. Knock
the
the whole
fires are
chimney on
probably
fire.
I assume it's getting dark. So hopefully the fire's lit. If not, we'll light fires
Oh,
down there.
just cover that chimney.
My idea was to take sleeping bags rolled up
Mm.
or whatever size we can and shove them in the chimneys to smoke out the house.
That's a good idea.
So it'll also lower the oxygen content of the air, which is too scientific. However, it'll fill the house with smoke. And it would be only
Can't be
natural for
smoke.
them to come outside to see what's going on. And we're just like, murder, 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 murder.
And that's also doesn't necessarily come out as like someone's attacking her, you know.
So then you have to quickly like,
Could just
get
be a
off
problem with all three
of
flues.
the building. It's on fire now, right?
It wouldn't be on fire. He's
Not
just
like
gonna,
any-
he's not going to shove the sleeping bags into the fire. He's just going to use them as
Cover it.
stoppers
Yeah.
to stop the chimneys.
And then we'll get off the roof and then light the fire.
We don't even have to.
There's no fire. The fires are already
if
lit.
the fireplaces are lit. If they're not lit,
I can light them from a distance anyways.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
either probably fireball or
No, not even that hard. Prestidigitation.
not fireballs.
Yeah, you instantly light or snuff a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. So I'm sure a small campfire and a fireplace are pretty unanimous.
You have to be able to see it.
So we could do 1, 1, 1.
So
He
you'd be
could run
looking down
around
the
and
chimney at the
As
at the wood stack.
we could send a couple people up with him as he looks down. The person shoves
I
him.
also could just send
They could just
someone
pull them out,
up
right?
and see if there's any fires. Any smoke coming out of the chimneys when we get there.
Right.
Because then we'll
Same.
at least know what we need to do.
A firebolt will probably be better
It's just not.
than what I do, but
Well, I think our plan is going to evolve into some heavy knocking. But
yeah, we're gonna knock
We'll
the
see.
wall down.
yeah.
Anyway,
I'll
That's
make a
just my-
potion of flying. Click. Didn't do it. Not
Shall we start to sneak forward?
Yes.
to the sneaking.
Oh, do you want to?
Nope.
Well, no. I was
Yes.
gonna say if you wanted to send him a message. Via the thing.
No, because I think once our commotion happens, that's when we'll start.
I'm just trying to get the fuck out.
Yeah. I'll switch my band of telepathy back to Othello for now.
Mhm. Do we know of a place to meet you back at? Should things go?
Yes, where do we?
Look at. Where we were earlier.
Oh my god, Christine.
You've changed.
Polymorph.
Yeah.
To a pug.
That's fine. That'd be terrible.
Morph.
Don't snore.
And you're having a litter now.
They all sound like that. The front door, just whatever. Can we see it from like where we'd be approaching from? Is it on that side of the building, or is it facing the other way?
If we could use the path that we sneak up,
um,
be on the side of the house with a frown or
if you use the path, or you're talking
the
about
path
like
that's on us all.
I gotcha. That would bring you up to like the side of the house, but then like going around to the left, you would find the door.
Okay.
Should we move forward?
Yes.
Sure.
Stealth.
Well, no, I'm just
Well, for starters, for you, to plot a course.
Okay. Get off and get back to me.
Give me
Take the course.
an
Investigate. Being good at investigation, what are you good at?
what are you good at? Give me
Did the most
a
acrobatic way to go.
How can I sleight of hand this?
yeah. Boy, yeah, we'll call it investigation.
Investigation. That should be.
That's a good one for you.
It is, yes. 23.
He's smart.
23. Plus 8.
Using the information gained from Soma, you plot what you feel to be a fairly good course for moving in on the house. So, stealth checks.
Ooh, baby. Stealth.
Natural 20.
Nice. Very nice.
Total 24.
9.
24, 9.
2 24s, 2 9s.
7.
26.
You do all the math. They're all even.
You do all the math.
3 good people and 3 shitty people.
It'd take 2 years. 9 total.
Okay.
Or no.
So you begin creeping through the plantation, staying very low, hugging close to these small gatherings of brush and loam. Army crawling where you have to, hooded and cloaked, under cover of rain and dark. You manage to make your way to the house. Nobody has stopped you. No alarm has been raised. So at the point, you get about 20 feet away from the side of the house. Not much more coverage between you and there. This is kind of your go point.
So is it still dusk or is it dark now? That hasn't been that long.
Toward the end of dusk.
Are there
Like-
windows on this side of the building or whatever?
Like up high.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from roll perception check.
And are they cut?
It's Regina asking. 17.
It's Regina.
Well, it is because I was gonna. The whole plan is her spells.
What was it?
17.
17. There are windows. You can't see anything inside.
Okay, but how far apart or whatever? Like, what's the layout of the windows?
2. Like one here and you're like 30 feet down the house.
Is there any light coming from them?
And how far are we from the house?
About 20 feet.
Detect magic.
Yes.
What's your range on that?
30. So I'll see some of it.
Okay. You do see an aura of abjuration from. So you won't get like the whole of the house.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like of even like the wall that you're in front of, you know what I mean? Because like the house is X amount of feet tall and wide. But that aura of abjuration, every bit of the house that is in range is emanating that.
Oh. Relay that information.
So
Do
is
you
that
think
like
that's some kind of a
alarmer?
detect motion or something?
There's got to be something like that. Generally, defensive magics.
Do you think we could find the source?
I would have to get closer. I can't really see shit besides like
Anybody dispel it?
just the face of the building.
Yes. But I need to know where to dispel.
You can't just target the field of magic.
I don't really think so. I mean, no. One creature, object, or magical effect within range. But I don't know if that'll
Magical
work.
effect, right?
Well, yeah, but is
Or
being able to see a tiny piece of it going to do the whole house? Maybe. I was assuming there's probably like a rune kind of thing somewhere, and that's what I have to dispel. So my
Can he dispel it from just saying the?
I have dispel
knowing of
magic.
the-
You can try.
The answer everyone knows.
I know.
You can try.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of just the nature of dispel magic. You don't really, unless you know exactly what you're dispelling, you don't know whether it's going to be a sure success or not.
Right. I know. I'm not. That's that. I'm just saying I don't think it'll work for what we're doing
Do you
now.
think-
We need to find the source or something specific I can dispel.
This thing applies to the chimneys. Because I wonder if we can at least send your little guy in and maybe he can find where the
I would assume it would.
rune is. Or...
I would assume it's going to cover the entire house.
So we're gonna raise hell one way or another.
We got to do something quick. The other team's waiting on us.
So
Do we
obviously you can't see in the window, can't see light coming out. Did homeboy say something? Your brother say something about the upstairs windows or just the downstairs ones?
So my imp saw that the downstairs is completely covered in stone.
Yep.
The windows are completely blocked. The upstairs windows are blocked from the inside. That's what my imp saw.
Okay, so
I mean, let's just open this bitch up and light it
Necessary.
on fire.
I'm down.
I think we're
still go
happy
with the
about
smoking
that.
out plan. They're
Just
gonna have to get
overthinking
out one
this
way or
shit.
another.
True. Yeah, regardless if we alert them or not, they would still have to leave with the smoking
Yeah,
plan.
there's a one door. And
We could
it's
just
pretty difficult.
Yeah,
Can you get our imp fly up there and see if there's fires already set?
I'll send him.
We'll just have you chop
See.
down the door while we protect you, and then
I'll ask him to both check.
Light
Is
that-
there any smoke coming out of any of the chimneys, or light that he can see?
Well,
From
you
any of
can
the
see from
chimneys.
where you are. There's not.
Okay. And then have him check to see if he can fit down any of the chimneys invisibly to go see if there's anything.
Can he unlock the door?
No. If I send him down there, that's probably going to set off.
Yeah, we should probably get on the roof first, right?
What are we doing on the roof again?
To put those sleeping bags
Making
in.
the fire and
If
smoking
we light that
out.
bitch up, those chimneys aren't gonna do shit for the smoke. He's saying block them if there's already fires in the chimneys.
Because they wouldn't notice something different until it's real
Oh, I
smoky.
gotcha.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you're just
they
gonna
would-
set the roof
If we
on
light the whole
fire.
fucking place on fire,
I'm not doing any of those things.
no.
But I was saying if there was fires in the fireplaces,
Right.
this is the plan that's not going to work anymore.
Right,
If
right.
there was fires in the fireplaces
I got
and we
that.
plugged the top,
Mhm.
they wouldn't notice anything's different
Mhm.
until like all the smoke was going on. They'd be like, "What's going on?" But if we lit all the fires,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of conspicuous.
Man, it got warm and bright.
Yeah,
Better
I
go
was
back to
trying to
bed.
sleep. But
And the
No
other
sweat.
problem, of course, is that if we were to light all the fires, like even if they didn't have this spell around, that would probably let them know that we're here. The fires are inside; they could just put the fires on.
I basically
Well,
actually.
that works.
What's the new plan?
I think the new
Lighting
plan
the
is
fucking place up.
yeah,
The
just
plan
busting the
is-
door down.
Bust that door down as you with the axe or whatever, and then we can
Do you-
light
or-
the whole first floor on fire.
Or, and I don't think this will work. We could try.
Thank you for saying it.
Yeah, we could try the 5 of us, including Virginia over there. We could all hide outside of the front door, and you could just go up and demand that he comes out and see if he'll at least open the door or come to the door.
You can give a speech.
You have that
That's-
that spell to make your voice louder.
My guess is most likely they'll just all, lock the place up even more. But
Yeah.
so we can try that, or we can try to just get the door open before that.
Unless they got a
happens.
granary in there, I think we can starve them out. So we can secure
The perimeter.
this area.
they're
I mean,
eating
I'll
the
be able to
walls.
get through that door one way or another.
Hopefully.
I'll have my axe ready
I believe in you.
if we need it.
But I don't. What do you? This
Here we
is
go.
your.
Wait,
This is your thing. What do you want to do?
you're the brains of this We're all excited.
Are
I
there
say
any,
we open that door and burn it down.
are there any torches lit around the house or anything? Or is it just all whatever?
Oh, so they know.
All right, so you want me to go ahead and bust
Or
it?
he's an early sleeper.
There is no torches lit.
But you can't see any light coming from the house because there are no
The windows are
windows.
I mean, even around the outside of the house, there's no like
But
out
no.
front door, little.
We've not.
There's no porch
we haven't
light?
seen
No
anybody
porch- yeah, no
walk or
porch
anything,
light.
or even heard
No.
somebody walk. Okay.
It's not that kind of like
Not that kind
Not
of
that
building.
kind of. Yeah.
yeah, they don't really have like outdoor infrastructure like
Yeah.
that, like the last plantation did.
Or here.
All right.
No
A
torches.
little more open country.
All right. Well,
That's
I
big.
guess if whoever wants to follow me is going to light some fires,
I just said.
I will. I'm ready. Or I'm not going to stop.
How long does your detect magic work, or how's that do it?
I'd have to look. Give me a
Guess what?
second.
Do you want me to try
Minutes?
to, Gordon?
10 minutes.
Do you want me to try to unlock the door before you pound it down? Just
Go ahead.
Can you still see like shit going on?
I mean, it hasn't been 10 minutes since I used it.
Probably a couple.
let's all move to the front.
Yeah, I can
Mhm.
try to dispel the door. See if that does anything.
So we move up to the door.
Not to the door.
To that side
30
of the
feet
house.
away from
30 feet away from the door.
Do you want to try?
What do I see anything specific? Like the door's different from the edge. Okay.
There's a big eye on it.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna do dispel
Since it's
magic on
giant.
Damn, Malazar! Fuckers everywhere!
Yeah. Fully intended is probably not gonna work.
That's not
We'll
going to
see.
work, you know.
I know.
Oh, it's worth a shot.
You're trying to dispel?
On
I
the
cast
door
unlock.
itself,
Yes.
hoping it somehow makes a tunnel in the
Cast
magic.
open.
So I've done that.
And I guess we'll
Uh,
see if it disappears, right?
Well, there might be magic on the lock, or the door being opened, or there's a lot of stuff that you could potentially dispel.
Thanks for trying to make me feel better about that.
Spell casting
But-
ability is charisma, right?
Oh, yeah.
Roll a charisma check.
Oh, that's
Wow.
one thing. I was like, why?
What the fuck? Roll high, motherfucker.
Persuade the door to.
Use her luck. We got both. A little mix and match.
Of course, it went by.
If it's not high,
Super cocked. It was plus spell casting. So 10. Yeah, I didn't do it.
10. Yeah, no change.
Yeah, that wouldn't dispel anything.
So I'm gonna create my mage hand and have it go up there because I can set it up to 30 feet away from me. And first, just try the door to see if it's open.
Okay.
You know, it's country folk. Maybe the door's unlocked. Come on in.
We don't want her.
It does appear to be locked.
I'm gonna try to lockpick it with the mage hand.
Roll
Fancy, fancy.
Is it? You missed. He's going crazy. That's not Ola. You can check for traps.
I didn't check for
No,
traps.
it's too late. No, fuck.
You're
Yeah,
right.
but the hands
At
are
least
involved.
you're 30
True.
feet
If it explodes,
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
So, yeah, if it explodes, great.
15. Just opens the door more. What a way to open the door.
You rat.
15.
15.
Okay. I mean, you don't notice any issue. You feel like you have unlocked the door
Now I'm gonna check for traps
from 30 feet away.
with my mage hand.
Okay.
You probably
Yeah, I
can't.
can.
I think you can
Oh, yeah, you're.
you can disarm traps with it. I don't know about checking for traps with it. You still have to be able to like see what you're working on.
Okay. Then I alone will go up and check.
And then
Or
you go back
traps.
away when you open
It's
the
the
door
stairs.
with the mage hand.
It's the
Yeah, it does say disarm traps at range, but doesn't say check. Okay. So I'm gonna check.
So you're moving up to the door.
Me alone.
And you
Moving
will
up to the door.
One man.
One door.
One man.
Let's go.
I imagine you're
I'm
on the
gonna
stage,
cast
like, outside,
augury.
right? Give me a stealth.
Just add
18 plus.
I'm gonna
27.
drink my
27.
potion.
And that's how I have advantage on stealth checks. Yeah,
Where
27.
are you flying?
just up.
Just up.
Out of the way.
Okay.
So if it opens, there's a Gatling gun in there.
I would like level. I would level just level the roof in case I have to get on the roof.
I'll just creep on the left side, right?
Like super old
I
school,
love it.
like shells. All right, you move up to the door.
I used to,
27
I
on
still-
stealth.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to open it?
No, I'm trying to check for traps.
Checking for traps. Roll a check for traps check.
18.
Okay. You feel fairly confident it's not trapped.
I'm gonna back away again and use the mage hand to open the door.
It opens in.
Can we see anything? We have dark vision.
The cure all.
Can we see anything?
You can see around
We have dark
corners.
vision.
We have dark vision.
It is lit on the inside.
Oh,
You
damn.
see light emanating from within.
There's a party going on.
No people.
What does it look like? What can we see?
There wouldn't
So from your angle of the door, turn that TV
The
off, Nick,
whole house.
just in case, because I'm not sure where it's gonna pop.
It's dark.
Since we're already going to
Have Regina
the
just
house is
send
a red
her
area.
wolfhound
These
in.
fuckers are in like the mine or something.
She heard them out.
Oh,
I
man.
just thought of it.
I was thinking that, because I think I move through walls and shit straight towards whatever.
As soon as we send
And they all
something through the
go.
alarm, then
It's-
they just
yeah,
stay.
They all
see
go
it.
to the
Oh,
slaves.
command.
The target. You just see the
Oh,
target
so
they're-
the target.
to make it happen in the first place. And then it's fine.
You bitch.
I received a
Very useful.
stupid door.
Not yet. Really good.
I mean, if I knew something was coming, then I'd have mine. That's what I would do.
Okay, so the door being open where
Damn.
you are, and these are it's a fairly like fairly large set of like double doors, right? So you got one side open. Peering through.
I'll open the other side.
Well,
Wait, what? You just walked in?
no, it's
No,
done.
my mage hand opened the other side.
So from a distance, you see it's lit within. You see stone floor.
Stone.
Stoner.
Stone ceiling?
Yeah. I mean,
Stone
you
furniture.
see stone floor. You do see like a like the end of a rug kind of coming into the door frame, which
Burn it
appears to extend. It's like a it's a rug. It's not a carpet. It's a rug. Which seems to kind of extend beyond frame from what you can see. Straight ahead, stone wall.
That's kind of it. The room, like, so the door is here, right? The room extends like beyond that way. You're not sure what's over there.
Just saying, I still got my jars of gas.
So, if we toss one in and nobody's in that room,
It'll just go to waste.
depends on how long it hangs around. We might just give them a big head start, and then we might have to stand out here and do nothing for that time.
Sure, they can have a trapdoor, like you said.
How about Elsa and Solma in?
Right, smart.
I don't want to go in there.
Just be
You could
invisible.
be invisible.
Yeah, but you're asking a lot.
We'll avenge you.
What's in there? You're talking about there's magic? The outside of the house? I
I'd
could
give him a
die.
piece of gold.
I'm a demon. I could walk
I'd
in
give
and
him a
it could
gold.
kill me. Whatever that is. It could be anti-me.
You don't even know that's
He said! You've been talking about it for an hour!
If you believe.
Like, I want to help you out, man, but I don't want to die either.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
going back to hell.
He has self-preservation.
I'm not. I'm going back to prison. It's like his whole life.
clean.
Drag, won't you wake this fucker up if he's in this house?
Yes, I agree. Let's get this over with. I kind of cast Thaumaturgy, and I'm not going to yell because she's sleeping. Man, get out here. This is Jiraiya. We have come for what you've done.
Wait,
I
Do we
say
hear anything?
we should spread out.
roll perception.
Like
Well,
any
yeah.
movement
Then I
of
say to this.
like people walking or clattering around other than
People
him yelling. Natural 17 minus 2. 15.
You still 30 feet away at this point? You heard Jiraiya's loud ass voice echoing.
right.
Um,
I meant like immediately after that.
mhm. No,
Just dead silent.
no response.
I think this is a decoy house.
I'm agreeing with Edward.
Oh,
I'll float down, take a ball bearing, and chuck it. The door's still open. I'll chuck it through the front door. Does it go through?
Rolls on.
should we get eyes on where the guards and the other people stay?
At this point in time,
Or do you want us to go ahead and just walk in the house and
Into
see what happens?
you see some movement on the other side of the plantation. Your shout has certainly triggered things on the end of the Jagged Claw. So, bit of a distance, but you can kind of make out their shapes moving quickly because they're not really trying to be too stealthy at this point, moving in from the sheet line to the slave hold. Things have begun.
Great. Let's just go in and see what.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna run it out.
Storm the place.
I'm gonna run it out.
Alright.
No
see
time
what
like the
fucking
present,
happens.
motherfuckers.
Bigger.
Because
I'm not running inside. I'm gonna wait for
I'll
Corin
go.
and try to go in, and then I'll go in
Okay.
a
Yeah.
little bit after.
So you run into the house. You're in what looks to be like a fairly sizable kind of entry hall, right? There's that rug you saw from the door that extends a bit, and then another one after that going on the center of the floor. As I said, all stone. You see 2 sets of stone steps.
Can I pull up the rugs real quick just to check to see if there's anything?
Well, let me
Okay.
tell you what you see
Good.
first.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's like everything else, rugs.
As you pull the carpet out from under the armrest.
So as you walk in, turn left, rug, And on either side of that second rug, you see two sets of stone steps that lead up to like a landing above, and it looks like that kind of like goes
stone?
around. You can kind of see like over that like the tops of doors, so it looks like it like goes around, and there's other rooms upstairs.
And it's still pretty dead quiet.
But this main hallway, there's not any other doors that lead out to the first
Correct.
floor. It's just all going up to the second floor.
Correct.
I'll move them rugs first.
Nothing.
No.
Stone floor.
I think
Neither
this is a
Stone
trap.
rug.
This is not how Magni would do.
I'll start floating up as high
This
as
is
Do
I
not
you
how you
recognize
remember
the
it?
house? Like,
To
does
get
it
not
look a
how-
lot different?
look down.
No, I'm saying Magni's not a pussy. He
Who's-
wouldn't just hide in a house, quiet as a mouse, while we storm into his house.
So did everybody go in, or are you still
I'm
outside? Okay.
It's just these two.
Outside.
Alright.
I think we should check
Yeah,
on
he's floating in the air by the second floor.
Let's go
Not
find
our
the
brother
others.
and the others.
As you're talking, over the balcony above,
Mhm.
coming up, like standing up and moving over the railing, several men.
Okay, I guess they're under.
Yes, they are
forward
pussies.
bows
Never mind.
Or there's just these people and he's still not here.
are gonna take some shots at you, and then we'll roll initiative. So, gonna turn that back on.
Yeah.
Man, they're so
I'm
sneaky.
assuming
I didn't
Regina's
even
outside.
hear them.
Regina's probably still outside.
Yeah, it's just us. We're probably like right there ish. I guess we gotta get some squares.
A little further back.
Is that where you want to be, Tim? Right here? Or do you want to be somewhere right there?
Looks like wood up.
I was pulling up the rugs, so I'll say I'm like right there.
Put me like 10 feet back from the door.
Yeah, because you did say you moved away after you opened.
Or I open it with Mage Hand.
Magic, magic. Bow, 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 bow. I didn't care about those banisters. I just want to see what was on it.
So doors are here.
Oh, okay. So I'm 10 feet away from the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a little farther away.
Rest of you.
Probably almost off the map. This way.
Well,
You guys were 30 feet away
No,
Please.
necessarily.
or more.
More. Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
300 feet.
we never went
you were all
door.
30 feet away from the house before this, right?
We're in the bushes.
If you'd like me to be, that's fine. But
I mean, you were all 30 feet away. You were talking, and he was.
I said it. I don't know if they were. I said that we're all 30 feet
I mean, you
away.
couldn't have had a quiet conversation if they were 50 feet away from you.
Fair. It's up to you. Maybe they moved away. True.
We had cups and string.
I had to move within 30 feet to use Mage Hand. That's why I moved up. And we all were talking. But... he's flying.
Oh, I was just gonna be like,
Was
send me here.
Oh, yeah,
No,
he's flying.
it's on the roof.
On the roof.
Oh.
The roof that's not on
New
fire.
DMs out.
I was wondering. I'm like, oh, dope.
You get to pick where they
They just have squirt guns. It's fine.
Are the chimneys, would they be visible in this map as well? For fall, at least.
No, but
I don't know why either. Just when he's like, they're gonna take a shot, I was like, oh, snipers. Like that was my first like with guns.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, you guys got fucking smoked.
Just a kill room.
Pretty much.
It is. Yeah, he's hopping off the stairs.
It looks like he actually has a gun.
Oh shit, yeah.
it's a
Things are going bad.
big sword.
So they actually have guns.
No.
Yes.
Stop confusing Gorn. Just had too much to drink here.
I ran out on Johnson. Guys, I'm right. It's 9 days.
You ran
long.
out. Oh, yeah, true.
There is no more liquor. We need to get to the next house. So,
Where's the rum?
Potatoes or whatever.
where's all the rum gone?
Potato vodka.
I'm just mashing up the berries.
What kind of a plantation was this?
Mainly
Mining.
mine.
Oh, yeah. So no wine, no
Mining.
beer.
People in the fields.
Maybe
The
in the
people in the
house.
fields were harvesting to feed the people in the mine to sell the stuff.
He's a rich guy. He probably has some. I'll raid his liquor cabinet afterwards.
Okay. But
Well,
a surprise attack by 13 people and you're not raiding, so you might be dead.
Four of us are gonna live.
I got 57.
Yeah, Gilvin, 18 to hit.
Goran.
Yup.
Corin.
Oh,
Eastern breeze.
Come on, everybody else.
it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a long time.
John's got it. Phil's got it.
What?
Goran.
Yes.
Oh.
Said it correctly.
3 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Hurry, hit them with the
17 to hit.
What?
17 to hit.
Yes.
9 piercing damage.
There.
That makes more sense.
This one on Jiraiya, 16 to hit.
Nope.
Natural 20.
Shield?
It's only 4 damage.
And that 20's 4 damage?
Mm-hmm.
I hate when that happens.
I don't.
Not from this angle.
Well, yeah. No, I meant when that happens.
Goran, 15 to hit.
No.
Jiraiya again, that's 16 hit, which is a no, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Roll initiative. Gents.
What the fuck is going on today?
What? Okay, you guys might be right.
Do we
I might
hear
not.
the people outside? Do we hear anything that's happening? Because obviously we can't see it, right?
so you
I might
see-
be able to see it.
No, yeah, they go in. You kind of hear them talking in low tones about. Well, you from the door, you might hear like, Bronzebeard, pussy. and then you hear some like clanking in motion, and you hear some
Flumps. Yeah.
Gilvin probably like.
Alright.
So that's that 20 plus. Good deal.
I've not been rolling well today at all.
Mm-mm.
I have you.
Not for Liz.
20 to 15.
Regina got 19.
Regina going first.
Well,
She's not even here, see?
unless the other people go first. Which is probably.
I mean, I don't know, 19's pretty high.
Or they're going right after. Because he's writing down the list.
You don't think it takes that long to spell Regina?
No.
Yeah.
Everybody else goes first.
Very, very nice. 15 to 10.
14.
Also 14.
Oh, what's your dex modifier?
Less than yours. Your desk.
10 to 5.
9.
I'm just gonna say it. 4.
So it's Thal, Drya.
All right, top of the round.
You two are the last to go. And you're the only ones in the room.
Regina.
Yeah.
I'm about to get hit. Again.
So
You guys
those
do
doors are
everything
wide
first.
open, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do they open in or out?
In. Or, out. Sorry.
Opening in would be a fire. It's the real thing. It's also funny. That's my one person. Let's see, she can move what? 4? 6 move little spots over like that direction. So like
This
that's you have 2 over 4. I doubt she can see anyone from this angle, but
Maybe.
yeah, but they're on second floor.
No,
Well,
they
not
just
that
came
guy.
down the stairs.
Yeah.
That one.
These ones all came down the stairs.
Oh.
Yeah, she probably won't be able to see those
Really?
two, but she probably be able to see this guy.
Probably half cover, but yeah.
Well, good. All right. Have that dude make an intelligence save. This is 14.
You don't need to do that for fireball.
It's not a fireball. It's Tasha's mind whip, 90-foot range. Ooh,
Is that within 90 feet?
should be.
Do we make it rulers and shit?
Yeah, it probably is, but
They still in here.
yeah, probably.
My laser measuring things in the garage, or else I'd be like, whoop! It's exactly this.
I don't see it. Down here.
70, 75, 88.
That's 15 times 5. Right? That might be more.
Maybe 75.
75.
So. Rusty.
What's it?
14.
Intelligence, you said?
Yeah.
Because all these are 1 inch.
Fail.
So.
Fail.
Alright.
Ooh.
Blah, blah, blah. Failed to save 3d6 damage, which is 11.
Dang.
Can't take reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action, but only gets one of the 3.
Damn.
So you said 11 damage.
Yes. Psych damage.
You can only do an action, bonus action, or
Or move.
Or movement. So you can only pick one piece of its turn to do.
gotcha.
That's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Is that it for Regina?
Yes.
All right. We are at the thugs, as they all appear to be. They definitely do, like, as you're getting, you don't recognize any of them. They're clearly not overseers.
Hmm.
They
Hired out. Merch.
they do look like higher muscle. So, Gilbert,
Nope.
Goran,
There you go.
16.
16. Yes.
Okay.
You look like what?
I was like, why?
Oh, can I use
4
my
damage.
thing? Oh,
What did you say?
I got the
40?
protection if I'm 5 feet and
Which does what?
it caused disadvantage on the attack.
Is that like a per
It's a reaction.
your reaction? Okay. Little miss.
Oh yeah.
Orish. 13?
Nope.
Dry. Less. Dry. 18.
Yep.
10 piercing damage.
Whoa.
Ouch.
These two on the floor
Mhm.
are gonna both run up on Gilvin.
Beautiful.
What a barbarian.
Come to me.
Goran at advantage because reasons. 15 to hit?
Nope.
Okay, the other one. 16 to hit?
Just hits.
Four. Bludgeoning damage as he cracks you with mace. This one over at the bottom of the stairs that got
Where's he gonna go?
has to choose. So is gonna just stay there and shoot. Which is I'm gonna shoot at Ella.
Wait, which one? This one?
No, down.
Mine was not this one.
17 to hit.
Yes.
8 piercing damage. Olo and fell.
Good.
Okay. I'm going to run in. So
How
1,
many?
2, 3 forward. No, not just 3. And then 3 this way.
No.
But I'm flanking. Alright, and then I'm going to dagger.
Stabby, stab.
Stabby, stab.
Hell yeah. So flanking, you have advantage.
Sheesh. And I'm also going to booming blade.
Ooh, juicy.
Juicy indeed.
I'll have to pull up all the things. Okay. So there it. Alright, so he's gonna take so he takes 1d8 thunder damage, and then if he moves, he takes 2d8 more thunder damage. Plus my regular attacks. So let's see if I hit first. Good thing I got advantage. Alright, that's 21 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
I get sneak attack. Oh, but it's a dagger, so take one of these guys. Put a d4 in. Okay. Oops, that was a 4.
If you moved around the other guy,
It's
right,
10,
we'd all have it.
14, 16. 17, 19, 20 damage.
And everybody gets it.
And
Those guys go down.
then I'm going to attack again. Wait, is it a bonus? That's the bonus action to do Booming Blade.
I think it's an action, but as a part of the action, you attack.
Yeah, it's just part of the action as attacking. You will equipped. Okay, so then I'm going to do a secondary attack. So another dagger, my hidden dagger this time.
I'm sorry, what do you roll to hit for the first one?
20.
What was the damage?
Yeah, the damage was 20 damage. I rolled 21 to hit, it was 20 damage.
Christ.
Really? Now remind me, with two-handed fighting, I don't add something to the
So
second
your
action.
offhand, you get your normal stuff to hit.
But no extra damage.
Correct. The damage is just the die.
It's just the die. Okay. So then it would be a 20 to hit.
That'll do.
And then it's just a d4. Which is 2 extra damage, so 22 damage.
Right on. Well, right, 2 in addition to the initial.
The 20 original. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Yep. That's me.
Well,
Just gonna move up 5.
let's get it.
Probably can't. Can't see me? Oh.
I thought you only moved. Did you move?
Probably that guy.
Yeah, you can probably see the
You only
same,
moved 4.
same person Regina got.
I'll move 5. I don't know. I didn't do. I'm fine with there if I can
Okay.
see someone.
This is fine. From where he was.
Yeah, you should be able to see Regina's attack target.
Cover. Likely extra cover for homeboy, or I guess it doesn't matter. That's your job. I'm gonna.
No, you have a better angle than she did.
Cool. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Nice.
First level.
Get it.
$13.
That does hit.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Guess I need these for damage. I really didn't think I was gonna hit.
Yeah, these guys don't look like
That's
geared
fine.
particularly well. They look very much like, like hired country bandits or street thugs or something. They're in like leathers with cudgels and short bows.
Not equipped very well.
Mhm.
It was 14 damage, and homeboy's glowing.
So 13?
14. Radiant.
And the next attack gets advantage, right?
Like, yeah, next attack against that dude has advantage.
Right on.
'Cause He's,
Solid.
he's cool.
Are there any windows that look into this main hall?
Windows that look into it?
Yeah.
Not that you see.
That's shitty.
Never mind. Sorry, go on.
Actually,
I'm gonna use
Oh.
far step,
Bullshit.
Oh,
I'll give it to
breaking
you
the
in a
book out.
but it is a bonus action. Can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space I can see. Concentration lasts a minute.
Hell yeah.
And then, how far down is it? Well, I
How
can go.
high did you go?
I was on the roof.
Oh, I gotcha. From there, like
Well, I'll just
25 feet.
I'll jump down, and then I have 10 feet of flying, and I'll kind of cushion the last little bit.
Okay, I'll allow it.
I still gotta look for that. But
Yeah, I would say using that would probably use your like movement for the turn, other than your far step, which would obviously get you in.
here, just take this before. Then I will bonus action. Which one you got hit worse? I wouldn't know.
hurt.
Just one of you.
Oh, which
No.
one it was?
It's in between you two.
No, I'm gonna heal him. I'm gonna heal that guy.
Yeah. Guy just did 22
And then you
damage.
get
to
like, fucked up.
I'm not so bad.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
not
you
healing.
Do you
I'm
look
at
okay?
25 out of 39. So decent, but not.
Well, then I'll teleport here, and then I'll cast a firebolt at this. And we'll call it a day.
Roll.
Natural 20!
That'll do.
Yeah.
One more to see if it's max.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that roll.
It's not.
Never has been.
I think
You
once
never know.
I got it once.
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
Dang, look at all this.
26 points of fire.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
So,
Smoke.
those of you in the room, you hear like a slight hissing in the air before there's a little crack, and Fall just appears in the room. Chucks a firebolt, cracks the dude on the side of the head, Gilvin, who's been like wailing on you the last couple turns, and he just flops down like a wet sack of nothing.
Yeah.
That was super cool.
There's one.
Indeed.
And that's it.
Jiraiya, we reach your turn. You're taking stock of things, pulling out your chain, getting ready to get into action, and you hear a voice from above on the balcony.
I was like, wait, which button?
Vomit.
Don't do
I
it.
wish.
Come on upstairs, boy. Let's have some words. You see Magni Bronzebeard standing in full plate armor, wearing a helmet
Hell yeah.
that seems to be fashioned after the horned and scaled form of a dragon. And
That's
as he
interesting.
kind of like moves his head, it catches the light, kind of reflects myriad colors in its form, like an oil slick almost, kind of like weird blending together of these colors.
Like a dragon, though?
And
Or
he,
a dragon?
he steps back away from the balcony.
It's a horn, so it's right.
That is your turn.
Okay.
It's a small lizard.
American crocodile.
Try harder.
Yeah, that's gonna go.
Should I follow this motherfucker?
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Smart.
What does that do?
+2 to. Yes.
Lasts
10 minutes.
concentration.
Yes. And I'm gonna run away. Kind of. Can I move through?
You can move through allies, yeah. He's going to take an attack of opportunity. 17 to hit.
Nope.
With your Shield of Faith. Right up.
Fuck yeah.
And then I don't know. How close is this person kind of elevated from me still?
Yeah.
I can't really see them.
You can see him like looking over the railing at you.
Give him some hot feet.
It's a nice face gun there. Whoa.
I was just gonna as I'm kind of running by, throw a javelin at somebody.
Yeah, you can probably see him enough to do that.
Alright. Let me do that. Nope. I can't see them enough to do
What'd you roll?
a 2.
What's the pluses? Probably not.
I don't remember at that level where you're at.
9 and 10.
Yeah, I think it'd be a 10.
Do it again.
Bless you. Thanks. Not quite enough. But you got some shit going on. You're on the move up to get these fucks on the balcony, I assume.
Can you shove his face back? Yeah, fine.
Go on.
Are you just going straight for Mag?
Alright. I turn around to this guy. I say, welcome to your nightmare. And I go into a range.
Damn.
Very good.
Make an intimidation check.
Is he scared?
He doesn't look excited.
Alright, I'm just gonna attack him twice. That one does not hit that one. I don't like. That would be a 10 altogether hit.
10. Not gonna
Not
do
for the first one. Oh, a second one.
it. Don't forget, you do have Reckless as a thing.
I know, but there's a lot of archers in here. And I know you're trying to trick me.
I'm not trying to trick you.
They're already rolling with advantage. Alright, that was a natural 15 plus 6.
Yeah, that was
Yes. That one is just a D12 with my axe. And 5, so that would be 8 damage altogether. Oop. And yeah, that's. I don't think I have anything else for a bonus action. Yep.
done.
Done.
How much damage did you do?
8.
Sorry.
You join them
I'm all
outside.
over
We do have a lot of archers.
Yes. Many. First thing is keeping track of who's getting.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of it, making sure the damage is coming off the right person.
It's absurd.
I think only these 2 have been damaged so far, right?
Well, the
And
person that's
the
gone.
dead guy.
Yeah, the
Yeah, a little bit. Get hit with a little bit of sauce there.
Well, I'm glad I at least hit once. That would have been funny. Like,
All right.
welcome to your
back.
nightmare. I guess I'm not
It's my nightmare.
So Regina. Let's see here. About here. Is this a bad guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one's been damaged before. These.
Second floor, but can you see him from there?
Probably not with that angle. With the door frame.
Yeah. Right. See that, I guess, too. Yeah. There we go.
I think so. 3/4 cover.
The first dude, will in the open.
Okay. We'll do it.
There, 6. 18.
Yeah.
Nice.
Roll damage.
Oh, I thought that was the damage. I was like, nice.
That'd be nice. I never used these D10s. 4 and 5, so 9.
Very good. Dina moves in closer to the door up next to you, fella. Firebolt in. Just catches this dude in the chest. He kind of crumples to the ground.
Yeah.
He's down.
Yeah.
Dina releases the primal raid. Just gonna what she would do.
Oh yeah! Okay. Olo. Miss. The one that you tried to chuck a javelin at is going for you, Jeremiah. 14. Goran. 15 net.
Nope.
Thal. 14 to hit.
No.
And the one right up with you, Lauren, is going to make a couple melee attacks. Like
Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah. you missed
They thought it was a
by
kill
one.
zone until they didn't learn how to shoot.
Oh, hold on. Goran.
Practicing those cans.
Okay, natural 20, Goran.
Good thing I'm right.
That one got you.
That rage
That's not the melee guy yet. I was supposed to roll advantage for the bow. Only 6 points per percent, which is reduced to 3 points per damage.
No.
The natural made it normal.
Baby.
Because rage. Now the melee attacks. That is a 21 to hit.
For me?
Yep.
Yeah.
7 points reduced to 4. And a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
8 points reduced to 4.
Cool.
Oh, the one fell.
I'm just like,
Oh no.
Let me go first.
Yes.
2, 3, 4. Attack. Wish advantage. I don't need it though. That's an 18. No, that's a 19.
Plus.
Plus things. So
Yeah. For sure.
sneak attack. And 4 and a booming blade. Okay, 6, 9 plus 6 is 15 plus 4. So 19 damage on the first one. And second one is going to be also advantage, right? Still, if we're flanking.
Flanking, yeah.
Natural
Damn.
20. Too bad it's on the offhand.
Let's see
I
how
get
much
to
it
double my D4.
8.
That's 3, so 6.
Nice.
So that's
Just
25 damage. Just
Just
enough.
Just enough damage, yeah. So you get in there, give it a good like jab and a twist in his gut with your first attack. And then your offhand you bring up with the hidden blade, right? Is your offhand just through his throat. Pull them both out at the same time with a splatter of blood and crumples to the ground.
Dope.
Oh yeah.
Nice. How much values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back upstairs.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This door's open. So. Is Jiraiya within 30 feet? By those squares, he is. Is that close enough?
Yeah.
I cast a large on Dryad.
Yeah. That's gonna scare him.
We should order an extra large version of your mini.
I almost did.
Who's you have that?
Did you ever figure out with
Sneak
your
attack or
money?
whatever?
Yeah, you get it worked out.
Yes, we have sticky tech. You can just put them on a taller thing.
How long is shipping?
Just gonna put them on the
Oh,
wider base.
I have to go with ground and stuff too.
Getting up those stairs for you is going to be difficult.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Let's climb over the railing.
Because you're so
You're a
wide.
big boy.
Yeah.
Just leave some there for future reference.
Is that like, because it's kind of off kilter to get them in 4. We'll do that.
Yeah. Okay.
As a bonus action, going to shout encouragement and try it.
Nice.
Get big, crush little things.
Okay.
I never anything prepared for this first dance here.
All right. Thought.
You get a D8. Nice. I'll help you with your start.
10. I will yell, "Hello!" And then I'll bonus action teleport right there.
Damn.
And then I will shock and grasp.
You yell YOLO or OLO? Okay.
To get your attention.
YOLO.
Yellow.
19.
No.
You shocking grasp?
Yeah.
Damn.
6, 7, 8, 9.
That'd be great. I'll get a bunch of metal shit on.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
All right.
Oh, heat metal is so good.
Doesn't seem to love it. Jirai.
I'm gonna let my train in. And am I in
You're on
range of this person now since I'm so
I just smack her. You like threw the javelin, you could barely see, and then you were.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say you could whip your chain over top of the railing.
Whip your chain back and forth.
Using it already.
Okay, I got one.
nice. doubled my roll.
Nice.
Inspiration.
You're welcome.
So 20 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Brad didn't even need it. These guys are perks.
You also get an extra D4 because your size on your damage for your weapon.
Oh, good to know.
And I'm gonna smite level 1.
About to one shot this thing.
Wow!
Hello.
Alcohol. A lot of dice.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
So yeah, 12, 6, 18 plus plus 5 is 23.
23.
Good shit.
Yeah, very nice. Your flaming chain, you kind of whip it over the railing at this dude. It catches his arm, and it goes so hard, you hear like this cracking of bone, and as you pull it back, it scrapes against him, and there's a spray of blood and gore as it rips apart his arm. It's fucked.
He did?
No.
Oh,
He's hanging on, but this arm is just
not great.
shredded.
Got it.
Shredded bro.
Shredded,
Am I
bro!
still in his?
I fucking love it.
Am I over here? Am I over here?
You're
Where am I?
everywhere.
You're kind of just all up on them stairs.
So if I move up one again, like this, I'm still in his hitting radius.
Yeah.
And then can I just climb over the railing?
You're pretty
Step
simple.
over the railing.
It's pretty terrifying.
It's just like, what stared you?
Okay.
And
Is that you?
yeah.
All right, Goran.
I'm going to rage run. 6, 7. Am I 20 feet away from my
I'd say less than.
at a railing? I mean, okay.
Yeah, Like 15.
15. Okay. I'm gonna throw my axe. So.
Okay.
Level
Roll
5
attack.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna do reckless.
You cannot recklessly throw.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That just means you miss.
Alright, that's a natural 14, 6, so 20.
That'll do.
The first one, and I keep forgetting, yeah, so D12. That is a 9 and 5, so 14 damage.
Very good.
Bonus action, get the axe back and throw it again.
Okay.
It's probably not going to hit. That would be a 11 altogether.
Adjust it.
Yeah. Yay! Okay, that's a 7 damage.
Right on. Yeah, so Gordon starts trucking up the stairs. This dude with an axe twice pierced in his chest just goes back in the same hole, but deeper this time. He's like, damn, like gripping onto the railing.
You
It's
better shoot both now.
disgusting.
But he's still hanging on there right now, right?
He is still hanging on.
As he pulls the bow and the axe.
We're at Regina.
Reggie.
Let's see here.
See that? These jackasses decently, maybe a little bit cover. That's railing or
Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna do Tasha's Mind Whip at 2nd level, which adds 1 more target. So I'm hitting both of them.
Nice.
fuck.
The two closest to me.
Yes.
Is that intelligence save?
Yeah, 14.
Fail. Fail.
11 again for both of them.
Nice.
And same thing, that they have to choose one of their things to do. Move, attack, or bonus action.
So Regina moves into the door. Does you said Tasha's Mind Whip?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
I just never used
Yeah.
Especially with multiple
Yeah, it
targets.
is cool. So she reaches out, and those of you paying attention just see like the thinnest, almost imperceptible strand just kind of reach out from her fingers and touch onto the foreheads of both of these two. One screeches out in pain. The one that Warren had twice chucked his axe at. His screams intensifying even beyond that of the axe. And he just drops.
Nice.
Axe still embedded in his chest, flying on the floor up there. The other one kind of like bends over and braces himself on the balcony and stands up, like rubbing his head. And we are at then those that remain. So Thal,
All that remains.
18 hit.
Yes.
6 damage. Jiraiya is terrified. 16 to hit. It's not gonna do. This one over here is gonna take a pot shot at Fell down the way. With a 10.
Not quite that bad.
And we are now at the one.
Okay. Can I use acrobatics to try to climb up here? And like get over here.
jump, grab the railing,
Yeah,
flip
jump,
over
grab,
it.
like, pull up and flip over.
Sure. Make an acrobatics check.
You can certainly try.
It's the best part about
Yeah.
being on.
It's kind of high.
Natural 20.
Yes!
Like a badass.
This was the
So, Goran, you have a beautiful view from the other staircase as you see Olo like glance at the stairs, kind of shake his head. He just runs at the wall and he does like it shouldn't be possible, but it's like this ninja shit of where he almost like wall walks up. He just like a couple times somehow without pushing himself off the wall. Like he finds the perfect sliver of space between the stone for his shoe. It's ridiculous, but he gets just enough height. Grabs the railing, kind of tumbles over to the other side. What are you doing?
I'm going to attack this guy with advantage or flanking. Well, it probably already hit, so let's see if we get another net. 2 17s. Okay. So 17 plus 7. 2 sneak attack. Boom,
Should have started
blade.
stabbing people a long time ago.
What's that?
What is
Crossbow
this?
shot?
I didn't have the HP to do it back in the day. I kept dying when I was far away.
Or sticking your head through windows.
Yeah, exactly.
Uncanny dodge makes a big difference for survivability.
Oh yeah, why didn't I do that shit when I got shot for 10 damage? 12 plus 7 is 19, right?
Yeah.
And then
Offhand?
and it was a 15 and a 5, so that I'm assuming 15 hits plus 7. Offhand damage is 2 more. So 21 total.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, you flip up there. This person that Thal is in the middle of shocking, so he's like shaking, and you get up there and just, you feel like a little zap. You're like, ooh.
Especially the hidden blade.
Yeah. But they're looking real rough. It seems like maybe the only reason they're standing is the electricity won't let them fall. And we are at Fel. Have you gone yet?
Yep. I'm going to enter and move 4 to the left, away from you.
Oh, or this way?
Nope. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah, lovely. That dude up on the opposite railing.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Guiding bolts. With gusto. Enough. 23.
That'll do.
He's glowing.
Beautiful. Mine's dead body.
8, 11, 16.
Dang.
Woo.
Is he glowing or is he dead body glowing?
He is glowing.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for you?
I will inspire Dry again. Say, do that cool shit you did again!
Okay. Full.
Shocking grabs. 19.
Dead.
Do I have?
I'm not even gonna make you roll.
Oh, that works.
You could not possibly get lower than his hit points.
And then I'll be. Oh, always there. Find that body. Oh no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you threw me for free.
Yeah, but I want you're better at attacking now.
Oh,
For free?
I'll move there, and then bonus action teleport over here.
How long does Far Step last?
A minute.
Sick.
That's awesome. I didn't know it was that good. That's really good.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're standing there shocking the shit out of this dude.
Had to do a concentration check when I took the 6 points of damage,
Put
but
on you.
I got enough left.
So shocking this dude, Olo flips up, stab, and you can see like their eyes like starting to roll back, like they're barely hanging on. So as you're shocking from the first go, you just intensify for a second. And you see them just, their eyes in the sockets.
Oh,
Splatter. It's fucking disgusting.
Sweet.
Drops to the ground. You kind of
Little eyeball
Ugh.
juice.
just, excuse me, buddy. Get around Olo. To the other guy over there.
Real
turtle.
awkward.
Yeah, I wipe my face on his sleeve.
Ew. All right,
Sounds about right.
Jirai.
Where's your
They're both looking
dude?
What?
rough.
That other guy that you're going after.
He's, I think, in a room somewhere.
Yeah, it was up here, right? Big door.
He was on, at the top of the balcony near where Thal is now.
Okay, and
he
then he
stepped out from the
disappeared.
balcony.
For sure.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to hit deck.
That'll be 18 to hit.
You smiting and shit, or just your chain?
Just chain fire. Bing big. That's horrible.
That
4.
was
Terrible. Wow.
4 plus 5, 9 damage.
just enough.
Oh shit.
So his arm is fucked, and he's been losing a ton of blood.
Take the
You-
rest.
You like don't even swing that hard. You just kind of like whip the chain a little bit so it goes around his neck. You grab the other end and just pull tight and choke the dude out.
It's your biggest shit. It's probably easy.
Yeah, like you see him kind of like struggle against it and try to pull it for a second, and then there's like as you
Yeah.
obviously break some very important things.
Yeah. You need those.
Yes.
No longer.
5. That's kind of where the door is.
There's a door there, door on that balcony, and a door on this one.
Did I see where he went?
He backed away from the front, so good chance maybe to that door.
I'm gonna.
That bitch in.
Yeah. I'm gonna do like a knock kick.
Well, you used your action.
Oh, yeah.
for this turn.
Bonus action. Okay.
Bonus action kick.
We will break your door.
Oh, I have a decent idea. I'm gonna like bonus action cast my spiritual weapon, but if just for the rule of pool, if it could work, could I have it just like in my other hand? Since it's spiritual, you know.
Sure. I mean, it will still operate the way it does.
Exactly.
But sure. Yeah. It will only be able to follow you 20 feet before you would have to leave it because it can only move 20 feet around the section or whatever.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say that because that I can cast that up to 60 feet away from myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's just my turn. Or no, I'll use my bonus action to heal myself.
Smart.
There you go.
Good call.
Big brain time.
Big brain.
No, buddy, I don't have
Me
any-
brain? Big.
Brain small.
It is way bigger than it was. You can read now.
No, I have cure wounds,
No.
but I don't
It
have.
is technically larger at this moment.
Big dumb brain
He's
cells.
trying. he's working
They're
towards
too
anything.
tiny.
It's physically larger at this moment.
I don't
True.
He could not heal because he does not have a bonus action heal with him.
Oh, okay. Don't have it prepared or
Don't have
gotcha.
Before it was like
All right.
awkward.
So that's it.
Oren.
Orin.
Unless I can take a second to say Magni.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely do that. It's intense.
Rage of the stars.
Especially with your size. There's like
Rage
extra
climbing.
bass in your voice. It's good.
3, 4, 5, 6. That was where that dead
You can
guy
pick up your
was.
axe.
I'll pick up my axe. Is that a bonus action or no?
Yeah, fuck it.
No.
That's right
Okay.
there.
Yeah, and then I'm 5 feet away, so I might as well just throw it out from there.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's right there.
Down goes some chump. Up goes the weasel.
Natural 20.
Oh my god!
I love it. Roll damage.
Yay.
Not that I think it matters, but roll damage.
Can't wait for this discussion.
All right, so it's gonna
Those
be
are some-
double my die and then plus like my hit and then rage damage, right?
It was about to be a fatality or
Yes, double
something.
the die and then add modifiers.
Okay, let's try that
Whoa.
again.
That was interesting.
I didn't even look to see what it was. Okay, so that's a
Also, did you roll to
7.
confirm?
Roll your d20.
Because you might have a max
Oh.
damage.
Keep that in mind, but yeah, roll to confirm.
It was a natural 19 though.
Damn!
So 7, so 14, and then 5.
Righteous.
So yeah, 19
Yeah.
damage.
So Gildan, Goran, God, I'm gonna do that for
That's
a long
okay.
time.
That's-
Just
Yeah,
so you
dude,
know.
freaking.
Um,
I've been calling you Gilman for like a year and a half now.
Goran books it the rest of the way upstairs. You take a tight turn, kind of like sliding on the wood floor up here, and then start running. Get up to the
I'm
body,
gonna throw it sideways so it just like
rip the axe out of the body with your left hand, kind of flip it behind your back, and with the right, using the momentum, just straight through, all the way back, and then like sticks into the stone wall behind.
bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit the guy.
Just catch it as you turn.
His body and head have both fallen separately. The head kind of falls and hits the railing and tumbles down to the floor below.
That's it. The head popped up on the way back. It's like, wow.
Splattered.
And then you said where was the other door?
That'd be some more comments.
Right.
Yeah. Down there.
Where he is.
Like right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
I'm just gonna move 5 feet closer because I have 5 for me. Movement and that is
So, for the sake of initiative, combat has ended. There are the 3 doors. There's the one Jiraiya standing in front of, which logically is probably where he went.
I kick it. Correct.
Roll strength check.
that's the first time I ever rolled decent damage on a natural 20.
That's good. Natural 20.
Yes!
They're flowing tonight.
Meant to be.
They're flowing.
So Jiraiya doubled in size. Just walk up and Sparta kick the door in. It flies off its hinges and kind of skitters across the room. Taking a step in, you see Magni standing with another armored swordsman, this one human, bald-headed, great sword at the ready, and with a heavy crossbow hanging in his back. Magni, you see in that full set of plate armor, which you recognize as it had been on display in the house during your childhood from his time in the Imperial military. Wearing that helmet designed to mimic the scaled, horned head and snout of a dragon, the gray steel is polished and seems to reflect myriad colors. But like as I said before, he has a great sword held at the side in one hand, and with the other is swallowing the last drops of something in a glass flask before he chucks it to the ground and it shatters. He looks at you and says, "I knew you'd come back for me, boy. An ungrateful, traitorous animal, just like the rest of your kind. How wrong I was about you." And he hefts his great sword and begins to attack. We will pick up rolling initiative next time.
I wish we could go another hour or two.
I didn't even realize it was this late. I was like, what do you mean? It's like 9 o'clock.
Damn, good game.
Yes, definitely.
Oh.
Getting in some personal shit. Love it. It's a long time coming.
Yes.
Oh.
A lot of RP from the drive overnight.
Got 3 for next week's fight.
You might need it.
Are we good for next week?
Maybe.
Oh, shit. Maybe for you.
depends if I can get my paper done for Friday.
So no.
Probably not.